Hi, everyone.
Bello.
Welcome to A Podcast Will Save This Relationship.
I am Sarah, she, her.
I'm Josh, he, him. We forgot to put our little gummy goo.
I know.
We have a gummy goo
Because I
right
have
now.
to shave off the Wendy's logo on it.
No free ad. No free press,
no free
motherfuckers.
press, yeah.
On today's podcast, we talked about Iron Lung.
Yeah, we watched Iron Lung.
We were suggested it, and it's the last
Josh
of...
hates it. I love it.
I don't hate it.
Give me all
Shut
the praise.
Don't.
I am having the correct opinion. Josh has the wrong opinion.
Sarah has the correct opinion, and I have the wrong opinion. That is correct. I don't hate it. I did like it, but I explained more in our comprehensive review.
Josh gave a review that was
with
like,
a
I hate
nuanced
this,
review.
this, 5 stars. And
I had a nuanced reaction to it, and now we're watering it down to the extremes like everything else on the internet.
Yeah.
When I thought this podcast was a safe space for the intellectuals that recognize... Okay.
What made you think that was the case?
I don't know.
And also, everybody mourn my whisker. It's the last week.
Yeah,
my
your
one
little
whisker.
mole whisker.
My little mole whisker.
May it rest.
May it rest.
We also did our Reddit stories as usual. So don't forget to check. Timestamps are all down below. Patreon, Buy Me Coffee, those websites, APWSTR if you want to support financially. If you don't want to support financially, that's fine. But please consider liking, subscribing, hit the gosh darn bell, raise 5 stars on Apple and Spotify podcasts.
Yeah.
And also share the podcast. Type it on YouTube. You know what's up.
You know what's up.
And enjoy the rest of the episode again. Timestamps down below. Mutual aid links down below. We'll see you all there.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey. What's up?
What's up? How you doing?
Doing good. What about you?
Doing good. Yeah, this is a very professional podcast already. We're very cut. We're right to the point.
We're so cut.
We're fucking cut, dude.
We're fucking
dude,
cut,
you cutting or bulking right now?
Bro, I'm fucking bulking so hard. Yeah.
How you doing this? How's your day going?
I'm doing good. I'm chilling.
I'm chilling too. It's been, it's August.
August.
It's August. It's the end of August right now.
And we got a comment last week that was, it's the end of good media August, and you still haven't watched Iron Lung. And I was like, that is a good point.
People have been asking for Iron Lung.
I have been wanting to see it because I don't know what the fuck it's about at all. I mean, I know the game. I haven't played the game.
Yeah.
And I know it's Mark I. Plier.
Mark Pliers, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Pliers.
Mr. Pliers, yeah. Fucking.
So I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. And then they replied, if you watch Iron Lung, I will scream. So get to fucking screaming.
Get to fucking screaming.
Start screaming.
Or don't, actually, because today we're going to talk about Reacher Season 3. Sarah, do you want to...
No.
No, I'm joking.
When we finish Season 4, we'll talk about 3 and 4.
Exactly. And Seasons 1 and 2, because we haven't done it. This is the Jack Reacher rewatch podcast.
I would love to talk about Jack Reacher, but I also cannot tell you what's happening in the series.
To be fair, you have not watched Seasons 1 and 2, and you've barely watched Season 3.
Yeah, but the ones I have watched, and I didn't barely watch Season. I watched all of Season 3 with you.
There were some times you were sleeping though. I put it on, and
fucking I wouldn't know the same. This is my whole point. I don't know what happening. I don't know what happening. They're all like military, blah blah blah, beep boop boop, be military. I'm gonna find this guy. Oh, that guy's that guy. Oh, that guy's that guy's dad. Oh, that guy's dog's dad's kid's dog. Oh my God, they killed the dog's dad's kid's dog, dad guy's kid dog. What the fuck? Well, I gotta go help out this kid. Wacky situation where Reacher is autistic. And that's it. That's the whole thing. And then it's like, I'm ex-military. Well, I'm FBI. Well, I'm CIA. Well, I'm secret government organization. Well, I'm from Benghazi. Well, I'm from 9/11. Well, I'm from Iraq. Well, I'm doing this or that. But somehow they kind of toe the line on it being anti-government, but also pro-America.
Yeah.
But also anti-America. Like, America does bad. Most of the time, it's America doing the bad shit.
I will say, at least 1 or 2 of the seasons for sure has been like, this arms dealer for the government is fucking up.
Most of the time, it's America doing bad shit and covering it up, you know?
Yeah.
I have to talk to the president. President, get over here. I'm gonna... what the fuck? Did you know a guy? Well, I don't know anything. And he's obviously the bad guy. And Reacher's like, well, he's the president, so I can't do nothing. All right. Oh, the president's bad? And then Reacher's boning the absolute shit out of some brunette. Every single time it's a brunette.
Gotta be brunette.
The first time, season 4 is the first time I've seen her not be white.
To be fair, season 1 also had a blonde. So
what?
Well,
I don't like him as much anymore. I'm joking. But that's crazy.
Yeah.
But he's always boning some woman, and then by the end of it, he's like, we can't be together. And then she is some level of no or
that's
okay.
So not okay.
Chill.
I will say seasons 2 and 3.
Every single one, she's like chill.
2 and 3, they were chill. Yeah.
Season 1 though, she was like, what?
I don't remember season 1. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. So there's a possibility. Yes, the blonde.
All right. All I'm saying is, you know.
But no, we did watch Iron Lung.
Yeah, we did. Like, that's the entirety of Reacher. What are we going to talk about for an hour about that?
How's the best show ever made? Next question.
Actually, you're so right. I could talk about Pancake for an hour. I could talk about Pancake, the kitty cat from Reacher season 4 for an hour.
What does the pancake represent? And
fucking cute shit, dude.
That's what
the
fuck?
fuck?
Means, yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, we watched Iron Lung.
We did.
Because, I'm interested in this movie from a couple different perspectives because I was there from the...
Sorry, I forgot to add on to my Reacher rant. He's so large.
He's true.
Big.
I think that's like 90% of it.
Have you seen how big you are? You're a giant. What's this freak with being all large? This he's very large and strong.
Listen, all I'm saying is it's awesome.
That's like 90% of the dialogue.
I'm just saying it's all. Listen, he literally kicked a car and caused the airbags to go. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Those are the parts where I tune out. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, action scene. I can shut off my brain for a second.
Well, you're turning off your brain the second he grabs
That's
a concrete.
What action scenes are for, Josh. You're not supposed to pay attention.
That's fair. Yeah. Okay. All right.
I pay attention to the dialogue, and then he starts punching, and that's when I'm like, all right. Maybe sometimes I get like he took a pencil and John Wicked itself into this guy's brain.
Which, yeah, there was a moment last season or this season, I think, where it was just a chopstick into some guy's fucking eye.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A lot of eye shit in Reacher, honestly. I don't know why I watched this show.
A lot of eye shit in John Wick. It's gross. That's why.
It's a spectacle.
Yeah. The last season, though, season 3, bigger guy.
Which was kind of crazy.
It was kind of wild. That was interesting.
And then he had to outsmart bigger guy because he bigger brains.
Yeah, bigger brains instead. Yeah. Bigger guy dumb, but Reacher big and big brain,
which is pretty wacky.
Big brain.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
You know what I'm
fucking saying. He's got a big dick.
Yeah,
yeah.
Speaking of people who have big penises, Markiplier.
Yeah. Anyway, Markiplier. Yeah.
Okay, I'm interested. Okay, so with Iron Lung, one of the things that I was interested in from the beginning, it's one of the so it's a YouTuber making a movie, right? Already that's interesting in and of itself because
of a video game,
of a video game as well, which I think is interesting because video game movies typically
are bad.
Yeah.
But not always.
Not always. I will say, to spoil my opinions, I do like this movie. I have some issues with it, but I like the movie.
I liked it more than you, which I thought was interesting.
You do like it more than me.
Yeah.
I think this movie is either okay to good, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
But it's because I think there's so video game movies have a bad rep.
Mm-hmm.
YouTuber movies up until recently have had a bad rep. I will say I do think Iron Lung helped it get out of the YouTuber makes a movie it's bad. Which
I will say there's probably a lot of YouTuber movies because there are more YouTubers than any of us can know.
Yeah.
That are good. That we just don't know.
Yeah.
About.
And I will say YouTube is becoming a place where if you have a short film, you just put it up on YouTube. It's the platform you do it on.
Yeah.
What are you gonna put on fucking Vimeo? No, you are, but also it's not gonna be
the place where you get discovered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think Iron Lung, Obsession, and also Backrooms, those 3 movies all coming out this year, or within the last year.
Yeah.
Is slowly changing the tide of there is talented people on YouTube that are YouTubers.
To me is so fucking obvious. I mean, Red Letter Media had a talk about it where they were like, well, when we were young and we would love to film,
they'd share VHS.
Yeah. We'd shoot stuff on home to tape video, VHS. And then we would share it, and YouTube is just the sharing part.
Yes.
That's it. And so it's like, of course, a bunch of filmmakers would go and put all their shit
onto
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, a lot of filmmakers would be drawn to making YouTube videos, even if it's not always filmmaking stuff.
Yeah, because it's like, and I mean, that's with YouTube specifically. Like, I remember a Dev Lemons video where it's like they went on tour to because people think touring for musicians is what makes money. In reality, Dev Lemons makes more money as a content creator
on YouTube
than the musician part. Like, So it's very clearly where you go for not just for discoverability, but like if you find an audience, there is money there to be found. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And so I don't know. I think that's interesting, and I'm really glad that Iron Lung got a movie because I think it's an indie game.
Yeah.
Which I think is really cool to make. Like, I think some of the best gaming experiences I've ever had have been from indie games, and have also been from people's like first games ever. And it's people that are really good at story or really good at atmosphere, making games that draw me in and somehow create an experience where I'm a part of it and I'm having a wonderful time. And those are the games that I feel the most, like an Undertale. Like there's so much fan art of Undertale.
Yeah.
And it's because Undertale, like maybe the game devs go into like Undertale's code and see it's like spaghetti code and shit. But like maybe it's not the best crafted game, but it is the best like indie experience for a lot of people.
Yeah.
To the point where they're writing fan fiction, they're cosplaying, they're drawing fan art of the characters.
Yeah.
All this stuff. They want to live in that world. And I think that's really important. And I think it would be fucking sick,
Yeah.
that people want to expand on the universe. And I love that Markiplier had that experience with Iron Lung.
To the point where not only that too, like an indie game, but a very independent movie.
Yeah.
Like
that's cool.
Markiplier like published it, also produced it, like, had pretty much almost complete control of this entire thing.
And the big question that I've seen, the most interesting question, at least to me, about this is, would this movie have been a better quality if it didn't have Markiplier behind it? Because is it like, would there have been, if with more money behind it and better acting for specifically Markiplier's role?
Yeah, that's my thing, where I can recognize, almost guarantee.
Yeah,
I think it's good that Markiplier directed it, and I think it's good that Markiplier wrote it as well with someone else as well. But they, he had a hand in that creative process.
Yeah,
acting, I do feel like is a little more like questionable, but then I'm also like, I get why he would want to act in this. I feel like if you're so passionate about this product, and you think you're the person that should be the one to do it, I get it. It's kind of like I think his name's Brett Goldstein, the oldest football player from Ted Lasso. Like he's a writer on it, and then he read that part and was like, I think I should audition for this one. Yeah. So like, I don't think it's out of the question that it makes sense for him to be the actor in this.
Yeah.
I don't know if another actor would be better.
This is my thing, because then it's like, I don't know. I think we wouldn't have gotten... I think this is where our opinions differ, right?
Yeah.
Because you can see it from a filmmaking standpoint of this, I would have done this different. And there are even sound stuff that I will say later that I think
we'll save our sound opinions.
Do it different, I would do that different. But then there are other aspects of it that are so unique and specific to this movie that I think nobody else could have done this. Even acting stuff that Markiplier's done, that I'm like, I can't imagine somebody else doing this role. But I understand it because I've also heard of how, like, I watched, the only thing I've ingested about Iron Lung is we did we're kind of doing this D&D campaign where it's similar-ish, where we just keep kind of going down into this grindy dungeon.
Yeah.
And one of the maps I made was generated from like if you guys know, if you're a DM and you know the Don John dungeon generator, it just generated something, and a game dev friend of mine said, is this the Iron Lung map?
And little did we know.
I didn't know that. On accident, I used the Iron Lung map. But I had no idea because I had never played Iron Lung. And then I watched the videos that Markiplier uploaded after Iron Lung could be number one for the weekend.
Or
it was. And then he was like, I could have it be the whole weekend, be number one.
Yeah, which I will say, I do think it's also good that, that an independent movie like this did get a wide release, did get pretty high up on the ratings, even if it was for just like a day or two.
Yeah.
Because I mean, fuck Disney, right? Like, fuck these, like, like bigger studios that don't actually give a shit about the art. It's that thing where it's like creatives in Hollywood are probably more left leaning.
Yeah.
The people that run the businesses are some of the most right-wing pieces of shit you've ever fucking seen.
Yeah.
So I think it's commendable, if nothing else, that this movie got made and got published the way it did.
Yeah.
And I do think it's worthy of it being in theaters. I do think it's a movie that with a wide release that people watch. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes there's movies where you watch it and like, who the fuck thought this was a good idea?
I mean, to me, and I think this is the reason that we differ in our opinions of this movie is because we both have different opinions of movies.
Yeah.
Like, of movies writ large, where I feel like a lot of the movies that I watch, even the ones I like, have a bit of, this is fucking shit. This is like Hollywood bullshit, and I'm sick and tired of it.
I'm definitely...
Which I don't mean woke. I don't mean wokeism. I know a lot of people use that to mean, there's a woman in this.
No, yeah.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying,
I think you mean
like,
Hollywood bullshit in the sense of, like, there are certain tropes where it's like, you brought up hokum.
Standards and practices, I think,
it's
that
probably
are just like, I'm tired of seeing it. I've seen it my whole life.
Or it could be one of those things, again, and not to bring up Matt Damon, but it is like, you gotta say the prompt 3 times,
Not even that obvious. I think that's very obvious. I mean, just like, why are we setting up the shot all boring? Why are we doing this all boring? Why is the lighting like this? Why is it like this? Is it just because they're like little memes? And I mean meme in like the scientific, anthropological, cultural sense of, why is everything so fucking dark? It's dark because other movies are dark. It's dark because the movies that are dark win Oscars. And then you want to make a movie that wins an Oscar, so you gotta make it dark. Oh, wouldn't it be cool if it's like every single time I've been in like intro to film like classes.
Yeah.
People will be like, my student film is black and white, except for spots of red.
All right, Sin City ass.
Fuck off. Do something different. Make up something creative. Like, I think I see them in student films, and then I never see them ever again. And it's probably because of some like, well, it doesn't make sense to do that. But because the machine doesn't work that way. But then you get indie projects that end up making these things that are really fucking cool.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like the one for me and one for them. Yeah, I'll do Marvel and it's the same shit every time, and then I'll turn around and I'll do something I really care about.
I get what you mean. Yeah.
I'd rather watch the ones that people really care about.
But I think when we're talking about like the Hollywood-esque thing, so okay, Hokum was brought up when we talked about it yesterday.
The writing was very like
the writing specific, and I think this is where this is the actual difference, is writing and storytelling and structure, I guess.
Yeah.
Where I am definitely more of a I can forgive more typical shit if it's done well. Where, like, I can recognize in Hokum Adam Scott being kind of the shitty writer type archetype, where it's like, oh yeah, what is it? Charisma black hole that sucks up, like things like obviously these are things that people in day-to-day life wouldn't say, but it is a fucking movie, and all this shit's already we're playing make-believe. I get that, right? Yeah, but I think I give more into the fantasy of it all for sure.
I guess it's kind of self-serving to me, because it is like the people that like this stuff are the people that like it already.
Okay.
So if you're doing it, you're pandering to those people, and I think that's absolutely fine. It's kind of like nerd stuff in the 2000s to 2010s.
Okay, yeah.
You're a nerd. It's like fucking Big Bang Theory. We're playing D&D. Yeah, I'm a nerd. Oh, well, let me say this science
And I will
thing.
say, yeah, that's like the most extreme example of
Yes,
this.
it
Yeah.
is. I don't mean it to be extreme.
No, I know, yeah.
There are flavors of it, but it's like it bothers me because the most people I've talked to about Hokum, because I've been like, Hokum's really good, a lot of them have said exactly that. I'm kind of sick of the like asshole guy gets redemption arc. Like exactly that point. Where they're like, I kind of don't want to watch that anymore. I'm kind of sick and tired of it.
Fair, which I can recognize fair. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's the difference is sometimes like these tropes are like comfortable. And I think it's the difference between people that really like Hallmark movies where they know what they're getting and they get it and they get the product. But some people like I think are like me where they don't watch movies that often, and then if they do sit down and they watch it, they want something that people really give a shit about. And you know, that's why I do Good Media August. That's why I only show up for Good Media August.
And then, when I start watching Hallmark movies again,
I'm not watching
you're
that
not
shit.
watching them. Meanwhile, I'm a true film motherfucker.
You are.
Right?
I mean, I think that's the
problem
difference.
here. Yeah.
That's the difference, I think, is that you do just like putting on a movie. And I fucking don't.
And I will say, I think an issue for me with this movie is one thing I do care about a lot is writing. And,
yes.
And my biggest issue with this movie.
Yeah.
Is I think it's a not so great first half with a really good second half.
Yeah.
And I think the second half does make up for a lot of the first half problems that I have, where it feels like not a lot is happening for me.
Yeah.
And I think it's more because it's definitely more of a vibey movie.
Yeah.
One movie
I love. I do love a vibey movie.
I think a vibey movie can be good.
Yeah.
I think I need a little bit more, though. And I will say, and I think this is the Hollywoodification, but...
You need it to be stated.
A little bit.
You don't want to search.
Well, what was the... there was that Nicolas Cage movie that was like just all neon colors. Like Mandy, I think was the name of it. It was like this horror action thing.
Yeah.
That one is also a vibesy movie, but I think it is more Hollywoodified for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it Nicolas Cage is in it. Yeah, like fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah, but
well,
like...
I don't think he's synonymous with Hollywood. He's done a lot of crazy shit.
I mean, yeah, true, but...
Yeah.
I think with that specifically, where it's like, okay, that vibe I recognize going into it, I like, okay, that's for me. I get it. I do think the build up to the second half in this movie is a little bit dragging.
Yeah, I can understand that. Like structure wise, for sure.
And I can forgive a lot of the first half again because of the second half, but in the first half, there are also really good choices made.
Yeah.
Like, I do think the stunts that Markiplier does...
They're great.
I think they're great.
I think he could be a stunt guy.
There are some shots where I'm like, I wish there was more of this.
Yeah,
there's a lot of you talked about coincidentally the darkness. I think there were a lot of moments in this movie that was
I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Jokingly and in jest, I'm gonna do the Tim Heidecker. I thought it was really interesting that like I could never tell what was going on.
Yeah,
but there were some times where I genuinely couldn't tell what was going on.
Yeah,
and it was not frustrating necessarily, but it was like like a little like tap on the head,
like like a paper
like
cut,
a very light,
just like a little like damn fuck. Like there were so many moments in this where I'm like rooting for the film, and honestly, it's not even because you're a bigger fan of Markiplier than me.
Yeah, I was the one that actually I grew up on that shit.
I did not watch Markiplier really at all.
What do you know about fucking The Bite of 87?
Yeah, like none of that. I never watched any of that. I mostly watched Game Grumps. If he was on Game Grumps, I watched that. I watched Super Mega. And then all I know about him are what Super Mega says that he did to them while they edited for him, which is Scream, which is so funny because it's so... I bet he didn't.
Yeah.
But I could imagine he did.
100%.
1,000%. And then just, when it's really late at night and I don't know what to put on, I'll put on like honest compilations.
True. Yeah, you've been getting into that more recently.
Because I like Ethan. It's like Mark is always there.
He's just there in the background.
And he probably has really influenced a lot of the stuff I like.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
But I'm never watching for him.
Yeah.
But I see him and I'm like, oh, what a funny guy.
Yeah.
So I don't really know his shit.
Which, and also to go back on the, would this have been better with someone else that isn't Markiplier in the acting? There were moments where both you and I were like, oh, that's Markiplier. That's a Markiplier thing.
Yeah. But I will say the one thing I'll couch that in is I don't think he's doing it because he's like, I'm Markiplier, I'm signaling to Markiplier people.
I think it's a part of
Mark.
him. Yes.
I think that's just Mark.
And that's where one of the like things I would say is like, okay, I can see Markiplier as an actor 100%.
Yeah.
Is he
too well known?
Is he too well known? Is he to the point where, like, not to be necessarily typecasted, but like a type of role that he would more likely play might like be a little more comedic,
funnier, sarcastic, but very intense guy.
Yes. And I think that can still work in a horror movie context.
Yeah, absolutely. In like a shittier, schlockier horror movie. Yeah, absolutely.
But I think in this one, because of how serious everything is, including the stakes of everything that are,
I get it. There were moments where he's has to play very sad. That didn't hit with me because I was just laughing because it looked like when he's pretending to be sad.
The second the hoodie that he wears in the first half comes off, there is more of those moments where it's like, it's Markiplier.
He does his little like.
He does that.
And I'm a little like, oh, Mark. There's like one point where he's talking and he's gritting his teeth. He's talking through gritted teeth and it feels a bit like, oh, okay, like you're frustrated and you're playing Five Nights at Freddy's or Poppy's Playtime or something.
Yeah.
And that's what it feels like. Like there was one point, and I don't know if I agree with this, but you said this feels like let's just watch Markiplier get scared for a couple hours. And I don't know if I agree with that. I think that was before a lot of the second half happened.
No, that was before the second half for sure. That was, at the beginning, it was, I think because it was like Markiplier would react to a light flashing.
Yeah.
And I mean, I do get it. And like, I recognize too that
the context of the movie, that's the people talking.
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
No, I mean like, what is it? Like the compass or whatever. Like the fucking.
The ship was moving. He wasn't moving it. That's a big fucking deal. But this is, I think,
Your Honor.
This is my problem. I think because it's a game, there's a lot of elements. I haven't played the game. I don't know. But I think I'm giving it a lot of benefit of the doubt because I wonder how much he's trying to give you the feeling
of the game.
Which I assume is very HUD based.
Yeah, it's how much of it is the feeling of the game and also the game itself, like the story of the game. You know what I mean?
Well, because a lot of games will couch, especially horror thriller games, will couch lore in
like documents that are optional to read.
Yes. And so I wonder if this is like, if you're a player that gets consistent, like, wait, I have to figure this shit out and what's real and what's not.
Yeah.
That's the vibe that Markiplier is trying to give you, which I will say is what a video game movie should do. I think that's a really fucking cool idea.
Yeah.
But the other thing a video game movie should do is be a movie and tell a cohesive story.
Yes.
So I think that is a challenge for anyone.
Yeah.
So I think doing that is like your first feature wide release movie. I'm giving you a lot of bonus points for trying to do that.
Even attempting it, yeah.
And then a lot of it was practical.
A lot of practical shit was in this, yeah. Which
those were the moments where it took me out, I guess, where I could tell that this is like a LED under a practical set. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and this is where I'm also like, I think the movie budget was like $3 million.
Yeah.
I do have that thought in my head of like, would an extra, not a crazy amount, but like 1 million, 2 million.
That's a crazy amount to me, but
a couple 100,000 more.
For movies, not that much.
Yeah, I recognize I'm talking like a fucking executive right now.
Yeah.
Just toss another billion on the Marvel. Who cares? But
I'll say to me, it looked like a really stepped up original Star Trek set. In that they just have a bunch of foam and wood and stuff covering.
And they're making it work.
And I was like, I can forgive that. I don't care. That's absolutely fine. And then like there were some things where like he would walk in and obviously the camera's on a tripod, like a set tripod.
Yeah.
That felt more like a YouTube video or like a found footage horror film.
Yeah.
But nearly immediately after, the sub moves and you get the tripod shake.
You get the tripod shake.
And
then,
that fucking delighted me. I don't know what it was. It was
I think I was
so
okay with
cool.
but the shots that I thought were the coolest in this movie were ones that weren't like that specifically, or like on the tripod. Like there was
the CGI stuff.
Not even the CGI stuff. The shot. Oh, I guess it would be the CGI. Yeah, where
camera
it's like,
moving.
Or like editing tricks of that nature, where like there's one shot overhead of Markiplier doing something, and
that
then
was a sick shot,
and then it pans up to the back of the submarine, and then Markiplier's over there doing its own thing, and that's a good way to show, you know, the working and the passage of time and whatnot. Yeah,
I guess this is a good way to talk about the differences in what we liked.
Yeah,
I think because you like those things, which to me are like, obviously that's very skilled and very technical, and of course I like that. But I do also like the lower budget tripod shake camera movements, which you probably don't like because you think it looks cheap or unskilled.
I wouldn't even say cheap or unskilled, just like maybe flat might be the better word for it.
I fucking love that shit because who the fuck is making movies like that? No one. And they're probably doing it on purpose because they think it looks fucking flat. But you know who thinks it looks flat? Joshua Chinland and Ben Affleck. And who cares what they think? I want to see that. That was cool. I like the concept of when a submarine shakes, it's a tripod shake. I thought that was really fun and cool. And I don't get to see that in a movie anymore. And it makes me, I think, not as I guess, connected to the concept of film, if that makes sense. Like, I watch it and it's all this money. It's just money. Just money thrown at it. And I just am like, well, okay. And I wonder if it is the post-Avengers stuff. Like, this needs to be larger than life. You need to be completely immersed. When I just kind of want to sit there and watch a movie. If I'm going to watch a movie, I want to watch a fucking movie. I think it's why I've liked older films lately, because I'm like, I can tell that this is a set. I can tell they're in somebody's apartment or on an actual set, or they're doing something. I can see the boom mic over there. And that actually makes me feel like, you know what? This is something that's a cool idea. I'm thinking about the making of this film. I'm connected into this. I'm a part of this. And I like that. And I feel like we don't get that shit anymore. And I like that there's a film that came out that was really popular that had that in it. Because now I'm like, oh shit, that's a sick idea. People are having new ideas creatively, and that's always going to be something that I like.
Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
I feel like the creativity for me, I feel like I felt that the most in the second half, though. I feel like...
Yeah, a lot of it was CGI.
Well, I mean, the practical stuff, too, where it's like a lot of the blood effects is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, the blood effects were cool.
Like, pretty much everything from the first inkling of like, oh, there's something going on in his head. Like, seems like a hallucination. Yeah. Hallucination onwards, sick. I was down. I was on board for this entire... Yeah.
I was a bit spoiled, I think, by reviews. So, like, I knew that you didn't know this?
Yeah, I went into this completely blind, pretty much.
I didn't say anything because I didn't want to spoil you in case you didn't know. But I knew that at some point he hallucinated the speaker.
Yeah.
And I was like, to me, it was so incredibly obvious, though. And I was a little bit like, why are people shocked?
I wasn't, like, shocked at it. I mean, I think, like, within 10 seconds, you could be like, what are the odds this is real? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, real quick, though.
Yeah.
I do want to talk about what Markiplier has said that this movie's about.
Well, I don't know if that...
Do you want to wait on that? Okay,
And I will say, I don't know if he said that this is what it's about.
But it happened to be like a parallel, I guess.
In a post video, he said that he was watching reviews and somebody mentioned that the isolation of being in the submarine reminded them of being isolated as a YouTuber. And Mark was like, yeah, I probably drew on that a lot for acting in it.
Okay.
Not necessarily the whole film is about that, but I was looking at the film, looking at the way that, you know, he was interacting with stuff, and I was kind of like, how is that connected? Because I'm a YouTuber. Yeah. You're a YouTuber. I definitely get the isolation thing.
But yeah,
maybe not to the level. than Markiplier is at.
Yeah.
For sure. But I don't really be getting that part.
Yeah, and I will say a lot of the thing that I could like maybe draw upon is like being the thing is like when he's doing the I said in jest the I'm gonna science the shit out of this, where it's like marking all the things over there,
figuring out the algorithm.
Yeah, like shit like that. But because the ship, also spoilers.
Yeah, of course. Spoilers.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put a tag there.
Yeah.
So the ship that he hallucinates is called the SM-8.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
First thing
that.
I thought was SM-58, and I was like, oh,
that's funny.
Now it is about YouTube, dude. That's
probably in the game.
Maybe. Yeah.
I bet you that's in the game.
Dude, the SMB.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. Actually,
that is the name of a microphone. That is funny, but yeah, I mean, no, I think like I don't know. I also kind of get the like you're not really being told what you're doing, and then you do something wrong, and then they punish you.
Yeah,
like YouTube is very bad at uplifting its creators, and if they do it to people that don't really deserve it. And do horrible crimes.
What do you mean, Jake Paul, Logan
Sniper
Paul?
Wolf. I don't know.
David Dobrik with the fucking excavator arm or whatever.
Mr. Beast. I don't know.
Let's just keep Mr. Beast. It's Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's that I got. And I got the isolation part and the going crazy, because you do end up weirdly going crazy in your fucking house and you gotta go outside and touch grass. But like the narrative of the game seemed to be more about just the concept of humanity versus nature and the way that we treat each other.
Yeah.
That was more interesting to me, even as a YouTuber. That, I was really not thinking about YouTube the entire time. I was more thinking about that concept.
You didn't see the silver play button Easter egg in the...
No. I think that would have made it a worse film if it was about YouTube. But it did. I mean, I don't know if it took me. I would maybe watch it again. I definitely would watch this movie again.
I would also watch this again.
Yeah.
But I definitely... so, I mean, like, yeah, with the idea, I do feel like if the movie focused a little bit more
on the lore.
Yeah. And maybe that's another problem that I'm coming into this with Markiplier specifically, because a lot of Markiplier's top rated games are lore based, and like Five Nights at Freddy's, Scott Cawthon has ruined everything for everybody.
Yeah.
So maybe that's part of it, where it's like, I maybe would have just wanted a little bit more dialogue. Just a little bit more between Markiplier and everyone else in the first half specifically. Second half, I think there's enough where it's like, okay, I'm learning more about this. Okay, I'm learning more about him as a person.
Yeah.
Because I will say one issue I have with the first half as well is it feels like it's unearned watching Mark's character try to get out of this situation, because I don't know why I want him to get out of the situation. Other than him himself yelling at this lady and being like, I'm innocent and fucking...
I mean, that's crazy to me, because she's put him in... Like, to me, it's so obvious from the beginning. And once again, I was spoiled, so I don't know. To me, it's so obvious from the beginning, he's gonna fucking die. He's in a fucking submarine. He's welded in.
Yeah.
Like, and they put him down in this thing. They didn't tell him anything. I would also be pissed. Like, that's my immediate, I don't care if it's a woman or a man or whatever, fucking get me out of here. Like, that was my first thought.
Yeah, okay.
And I think, I don't care what he did. I don't give a fucking shit. Don't do that. To people, they're putting him in an ocean of blood. That's insane to me.
Okay, yeah, I can recognize that a little bit.
The concept is so crazy. Of course, I would be pissed. Plus, also, he's a prisoner, and I guess you're supposed to be like, fuck this guy. This is what he deserves.
That's my thing too, and I will say that is a little like, I'm death penalty, let's go.
Yeah,
but like, no, I recognize that's what I'm saying. I don't believe in that,
and neither do I.
But so here's my thing, right?
Yeah,
it's very clear. So we're told he's a prisoner, right?
I will say I get like there's a lot of times when Mark's like, fuck this,
or he's like yelling, he's like, I'm gonna kill all of you sons of bitches. Just.
Yeah.
Doesn't even say that.
No,
but like,
he doesn't.
It's the vibe of what he's saying.
I could imagine him saying it. Yeah. But I mean, it's like
then it makes me, I'm like, oh, maybe he should be in there. Maybe.
But that's what I like about it. It's not simple. Like nobody really, it's kind of why I really liked Hokum. And a lot of people, I will admit, didn't like Hokum probably because of this. But I mean, like, that's horror, baby. I don't know. Not everybody does enough shit.
But that's like, horror, baby.
Everybody's fucked up. I like that. I don't want to watch a fucking superhero movie where Superman kills like 5 million people by going through a bunch of buildings, but because he punched Dr. Doom in the face or whatever.
Once, it's all good.
It's all worth it. I don't know. Everyone's fucking fucked up a little bit. You know?
Yeah.
But I also don't want to watch the other way, The Boys. Where The Boys are really, I did like The Boys a lot in the beginning.
Yeah, I get what, yeah.
But then eventually it's like, what are we doing?
I get it.
But I don't know. You could go the other way and make me like, I don't like any of these people. But usually there's a little sweet spot where I'm like, I don't like any of these people.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yay.
But I mean, that's the thing is like, I feel like in the back half is when I finally started relating to Markiplier as... His name's Simon in the movie, but I'm going to keep saying Markiplier, sorry.
Yeah.
Where Markiplier's like, okay, I see more of the humanity. I get it now. All right.
Yeah.
That's it. And now I'm like, oh, fuck. It's going to actually be sad when he dies now. Like, it's okay. Now I'm a little bit like, wow, this is such an unfair, XYZ.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I guess just this. I feel like there was more characterization for him in the second half, and I think that's shit that I like. Is
Well, yeah, but like you want all the characterization at the beginning. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, I want maybe spread out more. How about that? As opposed to being very like a syringe.
Nothing and then
everything.
Yeah.
And I mean that's why I think that's only my biggest issue with it is like I want more of the second half in the first half, even if it means the second half has a little bit less.
But that I prescribe to the game is my issue. That is like, well, you had to play the game to figure that stuff out. So if you're making a movie where you have to show, or at least you want to give the feeling of playing the game.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Kind of have to do that. And so there are a lot of things where I'm like, I think I had some... Definitely when I was watching it, I had some objections and I was like, ooh. And then as it went on, I was like, oh, that's why. And I was like, okay, well, that's fixed. Okay. So, but it feels to me like you were like, nah, I don't like it still. And I think I feel like you're valid in that for sure.
No, yeah. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah.
Yeah. But it is interesting because I do think it's like I have more of an appreciation for this film than you do, maybe.
Don't you fucking dare.
I think I have more of a fucking appreciation.
You don't even have a fucking Letterboxd account. You don't get to start talking about appreciating.
I'm going to make a Letterboxd account and just give Iron Lung 5 stars and a heart.
Which is great. You know what's crazy too is like you'll have more reviews than I have on Letterboxd.
Hell yeah.
The thing I keep forgetting
then I
have
to do it then. Yeah. So that you have to make more reviews.
To be fair, I'll get jealous and I'm like, you fucking
and then you'll have to make 2 reviews. So you have more reviews than me.
This is the Cold War now, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm glad you started this.
The only way to get Josh to create is
spite.
Spite, yeah.
What do you mean this whole podcast is a spite-induced fever dream?
If I can't get you to love me, I can force you to hate me, is all I'm saying. And at least that's interaction.
That's true. Hey, love and hate, 2 sides, same coin, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I did enjoy the story of what we could get, and it also left up enough to interpretation that made me want to play the game. I think I might.
I think there was I do think there was enough story as well overall. Yeah. The thing that I really stuck out was a lot of the practical stuff. I will say the CGI, that during his hallucination,
so insane.
That was awesome.
It was amazing.
Once the movie was like, we're gonna just do some crazy shit. We're just gonna have Markiplier slowly melt in a vial of acidic blood
when it bursts through the submarine,
and there's those like freeze frames. Yeah,
that was like so fucking crazy.
That was the turning point for me, where I was like, let's go.
But I think honestly, it might have been, and this is annoying, too good. Because the rest of the film I was really loving, and then it ramped up so hard. I was like, okay, Why wasn't the rest of it like this?
That's my yeah.
Which I think that's valid.
But like from that point on though, I do think it's like
you wanted it to be the entire film. But I think if that was the entire film, I would have really not liked this movie. I needed the beginning to be the entire film, and I think you would have not liked the movie
completely. Yeah. But like we haven't even talked about like plot, but like
I don't know if we need to. Watch the damn film.
Watch the movie. Yeah. But so like after the hallucination and then it's like back to the reality and you get the box, the lighting box or whatever.
Yeah.
I will say something I really liked. One of the practical effects I really liked was anytime blood was coming out of the speaker itself.
Yeah.
That was something where I was like, that's interesting to me. And it's like a good visual, like, oh my God, you just killed this person, you know, like the leaking of the blood as like the screams are coming out of it.
The seeping in his brain.
Yeah.
Kind of just like shitty feelings.
Yeah. And then like, you know, there's a little bit more of the like, what was it? Like the gift of the monster thing or whatever. The God. Yeah. Where it's like, trying to get the entire sequence of like from trying to get the black box in the submarine, where it's like, oh God, he has to go into the he has to
put himself in this blood that's like searing him,
because we get the one shot. And I will say I'm not really a big fan of like cuts or whatever, but like
the tearing of the bandages off his arms
and like seeing the acidic marks, I was like, oh yeah. So like and those are some of the practical effects again that I really liked.
I thought they were cool.
And I will say, like, I do think like maybe this is part of it too, where I feel like in the first half, I think the shots where it's just like little drips of blood coming into the hole.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what's supposed to come across as like, oh shit, some weird things are going on here.
Yeah.
But then I'm already like, well, I already see all the blood out there. I know where it's coming from. I know like it's not really too much of a, maybe that's the thing where it's like, maybe it's like the Jaws effect where it's like the idea that you have of the monster is more scary than when the monster actually arrives.
Yeah.
And even then, like, because of your predisposed, like, oh, the monster's scary, when you see the Jaws animatronic, you're like, fuck, that's scary.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And maybe that's it where I'm like, okay, the villain of this is Blood Ocean. And then also villain is moving fossil.
Yeah.
Which I will say when the fossils start moving, I'm like, okay, all right. So, you know, something's up here.
I just didn't know why. I mean, this is one part of the story that I was like, why wouldn't, maybe they just expected us to put it together, but it felt like they operated like they continued to call it a skeleton.
But like
rather than a body. But it was when he shoots the radiation gun, and they're like, you can't see through blood. You have to use an X-ray. Which I'm then like, so then that was a body. That wasn't a skeleton.
That, very much, yeah.
Like maybe they felt that was redundant, but then they continue to call it a skeleton. So it's like, so the thing that he's seeing that's the big fish is a fish. It's not a
big
fossil.
Fish. Yeah.
It's a monster fish. Right?
Yeah, or whatever, like
maybe
Lovecraftian monster.
Maybe it's bones.
Yeah,
I don't know. Could be bones, but I don't know. I think there's no way for us to know because we're seeing with a radiation gun.
Yeah, right.
So that was what I put together, and then they continue to say skeleton, and I guess it's because maybe they don't know.
And then it's also like, where did this skeleton go?
Right.
And then like, oh, so it's a body. It's a body.
So maybe got up and fucking walked away. I don't know. Shit. Got my fucking Put me in the speaker. Shit, man, I don't fucking know. Maybe Markiplier's looking at me all sad, like with his fucking seed hand bracelet. I don't fucking know. Maybe the body got up and walked fucking away. I don't know. Shit, man. Maybe it was the fucking bite of 87. I don't know.
Bite of 87 does happen in the movie at the end.
I'm not fucking down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this all happens in 1987.
Yeah.
That's the craziest part.
Yeah. And then the fish bites the boat and explodes when Markiplier explodes it. Yeah.
Which was cool. I
will say it was cool. Yeah. I will say some of the like fleshy parts of it, I enjoyed it as well. Okay.
Breaks his arm off?
Yeah, the arm coming off was great.
Yeah.
Can we talk about sound design though?
Yeah, that was my biggest problem.
I recognize that as being a pretty big problem too.
It got better. but when it got more intense. I think
yes,
whoever was doing the sound design or the editing, they needed to punch it more, at least.
Maybe
or less.
I don't. Yeah, because like I don't remember when this was. I don't remember the context. There was like, I think he was looking out the window, maybe as he was being told he has to go back down or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
And like there was this like major chord where it was like more triumphant kind of.
There was one major chord that would play every time there was like a hint of survival that was going to happen.
But like this one specifically didn't happen at the hint of survival. It happened at like what felt like a non-correct moment.
Yeah.
Where I felt like tonally confused.
Could be cool, but it did. Yeah, there were definitely moments where the sound design tonally confused me because like there were multiple times where it felt like the Inception bois, like a Hans Zimmer-ass Inception bois.
Yeah.
But it's not. He's just kind of being shaken around in the submarine, which would be fine if they shook him around harder and it didn't happen as often. But he's constantly being shaken around in this fucking
especially
submarine.
In that first half, yeah, where it's like,
yeah, I don't know. There are many, many times where that happens, and I'm like, ooh, I wish they punched that more, or I wish they didn't do that sound because it's so iconic.
Yeah,
it's so iconically Hans Zimmer that I would just kind of wish you didn't do that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like putting a Wilhelm scream just blatantly uncut in the middle of your fucking film.
Which I kind of had that moment with a different sound effect. It was when he was breaking like at the end of it, when he was like chopping down the fleshy parts and those squish sound effects.
Yeah.
I don't even think it was like a common sound effect. It was just like, it felt copy pasted
a little bit. Yeah. That sucks because it sounded such a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
And it is like, oh, damn, I wish.
Which I will say, another thing too is the dialogue. Like sometimes there was in our copy that we watched, they would have the subtitles.
Yeah.
And it did not sound like there was any audio.
There definitely was.
But like it wasn't as tangible.
It was the subtitles picked up way too much than what you could hear. So it gave us a lot of background.
Which was nice, but then I'm like, bump that audio up a little bit, you know? Like you can still have it be kind of jarbled up a little bit more, but like
you really hate the like horror movie the background Easter eggs of what's going on, you know? You really hate that shit.
What do you mean? Like
because that's a big part of it for a lot of people is rewatching it multiple times to get little bits.
But my thing is like, I don't even think
you want it to be obvious, and you want there to be no extra stuff.
Well, not even that it's obvious. I just want it to be hearable because it wasn't hearable at all. That's my problem with it.
I could hear it.
I could hear it, but like you couldn't. I feel like I couldn't like make out what it was being said without the subtitles.
Yeah, I feel like if I didn't have the subtitles, I don't know if I would exactly. I would hear something, but I don't know what I would hear.
That's I think my issue.
That is the point of subtitles, though.
But like, I'm okay with like there being shit that I miss, and then second time around, you're like,
but you aren't really that guy. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hey, listen. When I rewatched Hereditary, and then I saw on the poll that weird symbol, I was like,
"You did not want to rewatch Hereditary. I wanted to watch Hereditary for years, and you would not let me because it was too scary.
It was too scary.
And the first time you watched it was in a group of film guys, and one of them was wanting to show that kids YouTuber that all the moms want to fuck.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
What the fuck? What? Yeah,
that guy,
Mr. Fuckable, right? That's what. So that was his name.
You wanted to watch Mr. Fuckable, and then they put on Hereditary. And you all You came in like halfway through, and then you watched Hereditary, and then I wanted to watch Hereditary because everyone was like, "Oh, Hereditary," and I watched the YouTube video that made everybody like, "Oh my god, it's about a demon," and then we watched it once, and I've never seen it ever again because I laughed the whole way through. And I'm pretty sure your view of me has changed forever since then.
It's the canon event, yeah. Listen, okay, I do like a little obvious, all right? Listen,
you need it to be obvious.
But,
you really do.
But I don't know if it's obvious or if it's like writing. I just want some fucking writing in my soup.
No.
I don't know, yeah. Again, overall, I like the movie.
Yeah.
I just want to say for the record.
5 million problems.
I have a lot of problems with it, but I can still recognize it as good. and interesting.
I am the iron lung appreciator of this.
Which I guess someone needs to be. You know, we need to play both angles here, right? You need to love the movie, and I need to either like or anything below it, so that way everyone yells at me about this.
And this is the problem with Josh Mansplains, is you keep choosing films you don't like, and then when I'm like, can you watch a good movie? You're like, that's not the point. And then you don't want to do it. I'm like, is it because you're watching movies you don't like? And then you're like, no. And yeah, believe it or not, it is. So I'm like, why don't we watch good movies? Now you're having the time of your fucking life.
Yeah. Which I will look at. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm having fun. And it's fucked up.
I know you, and for some reason you don't like it.
I don't like it at all. I don't like this. I don't like this feeling.
Yeah.
I think I'm happy here, Sarah.
Whenever Josh is like, oh, yay, I'm happy, he's not. But when he's like, no, I'm not happy, yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you keep that in mind, folks.
Yeah. I really liked it. I would watch it again. And like pay attention.
I'd give it another shot.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. Yeah. I think, for
I'm gonna play the game.
First movie,
1000%.
For a first movie Markiplier made, like theatrical release, I'll say.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like he's made movies, quote unquote, where it's like he made like In Space with Markiplier or whatever, where like these interactive XYZs or whatever.
Anything about that, yeah.
I think for a first theatrical release, it's I want him to make more movies.
Yeah,
I think I would want him to make more movies.
I don't think it's a perfect movie, for sure. I think I can recognize there's a lot of things about it that don't make it like the best movie I've ever seen. But I do think there's a lot in it that I feel like I can't get from any other movie, and I don't really want it to be made any other way because I don't think I would get it from anything else. And I think it's a once-in-a-lifetime type of film.
Yeah.
And I think that's amazing. And yeah, for that reason, I think it's a gem that I would put in the Criterion collection. You know what I mean?
Okay, do you want me to start fucking fighting right now? If you put this...
Oh, wait. Oh, no, you can't put it next to fucking Citizen Kane. Oh, no, that's so
You
much
can't
better.
put it against the French Connection.
No. Can't put it next to Annihilation, the thing everybody's sucking the dick of lately.
I haven't even seen that.
Everybody's talking about Annihilation, and it's pissing me off.
I haven't even heard of this. What the fuck?
The book and the movie. Apparently, it's really good.
Okay, well.
Every single person.
See, this is why I
British people
can't go on Letterboxd. Is that because I'm going to get even more annoying?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's really good. I think people should see it, especially if you like film or if you even passively like. I think if you have played, this movie is for you if you've played Iron Lung and you have no idea who Markiplier is.
Or
you
if
should
you know
watch
who Markiplier is
no.
and don't know Iron Lung.
No, that's exactly not what I fucking said. Listen to me.
Okay, sorry.
For once in your life.
I thought it was both extremes. I thought it was both extremes you were going for.
It's one extreme. That's
I thought you were going for 6, and I thought you were going for 7.
No.
Sorry.
Stop it. If you don't know who Markiplier is and you've played Iron Lung, this movie is for you and for probably most people.
Yeah.
But if you know who Markiplier is and you don't know what Iron Lung is, you're going to like Markiplier, but you're not going to be like, this movie is great.
I'm thinking now of like people who don't know either, i.e. old people that go to the movies at 3 a.m. on a
Some of them might be like, wow, what a unique thing I saw.
But I am just thinking of like going to the Villages with like a bunch of old people in the theater watching.
Why is there so much blood?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
They're in an ocean, Grandma. They're on a moon.
They're on the moon, damn it.
And they're in an ocean. What is that? They would never do this. You know, this is how your uncle died. In a blood motion in the moon? I don't fucking think so.
He was
submarine.
He was trying to see the Titanic for $500,000.
He wasn't even in the military. He was just trying to fix the internet.
Yeah.
The internet pipes that go underground. That was his job.
That's his job.
And then he exploded.
Mom, shut up. I'm trying to watch the movie right now.
Did you know your uncle, my son, your uncle, my son, piloted James Cameron down to see the Titanic, and then when he came back up, what's his face from Twister told James Cameron that 9/11 happened?
Bill Paxton, yeah.
Yeah. You know, that's how James Cameron found out.
And then I would say, we're putting you in a home. We're putting you back in the home. Anyway,
bye.
Ads. Hell yeah.
Go watch it. It's really good.
Go watch Iron Lung.
Yeah.
Make it. Do your own research.
Do your homework.
Welcome to the ad break.
Welcome.
Hey, are you enjoying this podcast so far?
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the gosh darn bell, rate us 5 stars on Apple and Spotify podcast. It helps out a lot. Genuinely keeps us good. Yeah. And also, just hype the podcast on YouTube and share it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounded like Morty from Rick and Morty.
Oh, Rick,
you gotta hype us on YouTube.
You gotta hype us on YouTube.
Yeah.
Morty, I can't.
Morty, I can't. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what hyping is. This is new bullshit to me.
What the fuck is a YouTube?
Yeah. But if you want to support the podcast financially, there's a couple ways to do it. And I'll start off this week as usual with buymeacoffee.com/APWSTR. It's a nice way to leave a one-time tip if you want. $3 a coffee. You can leave a little note as long as it's not racist, homophobic, transphobic, or has too much personal information.
Yeah.
We'll read it on the podcast. Yeah. And we do have some this week, so thank you all very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Ali B bought 15 coffees and 3 additional coffees on top of this. We'll get to those in a second.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
But thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hey, you two.
Hello.
I sent a coffee way back. The Canadian ECE who couldn't stop singing to children, etc. From the Now You See Me review, lol.
Yeah.
So, dude, man, I have some awesome news to share and took that as an excuse for sending another one.
Hell yeah.
So I finally quit my job at a corporate daycare and found a better one at a forest school. The greatest heist of all, changing jobs.
Yes. Yeah.
Finally feeling valued as an educator and getting to be outdoors 90% of the day has been such a mental health boost.
Oh, that's dope.
Wanted to share the wealth of my 2 favorite podcasters. You two bring such joy to my day, and and the only downside to having a shorter commute is that I can't listen to entire episodes on my way to work. Laughing emoji with the sweat beat.
Yeah, that's okay.
For the record, I am a millennial, and I want to officially volunteer as the millennial monolith and give you carte blanche, to make fun of my generation, because you two are honestly hilarious, even when being apologetic. So keep up the great work. Hope you both have a wonderful day.
I would never do that to you.
Sunglasses, eyeglass, like the buck-tooth nerd emoji. Guy with the sunglasses emoji, and then buck-tooth nerd emoji.
The buck-tooth nerd emoji is maybe more just absolute scathing.
Yeah.
Than anything I've ever said about
because
millennials.
There's 2 different types of emojis, and then 2. No, you know what? I'm the buck-tooth nerd, aren't I?
No, I think they're saying millennials are the buck-tooth nerd.
That is worse than anything we've ever said.
That's worse than anything I've said.
I listen.
Yeah, that's crazy. Unless you are calling Josh a buck-tooth nerd.
To be fair, we did just go on a 2-hour-long rant about real movies.
No, I think you're the sunglasses one, and I'm the one that's like, well, actually, it's about a video game. Actually, it makes sense because the video game's like this. You know what I mean?
Well, actually, Holcomb's a better movie.
Holcomb's better, but I don't know.
But thank you very much for those first part of the coffees, and you got 3 more coffees. Thank you again.
Yeah.
P.S. I forgot to mention, my new vocal sim is saying, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Under my breath in that silly voice Sarah does.
What the friggin' fuck? What the fuck?
Sadly, not sharing that one with the children. Okay, bye for real.
What the fuck?
You gotta teach them young. You gotta listen. All I'm saying is you gotta indoctrinate kids into Now You See Me, and then also being able to question authority.
You can say what the frick.
What the frick.
What the frick.
Do you think parents would still get mad at
what the frickin' frick? They could lie and say it's from TikTok, because that is a lot of people do say what the frick on TikTok.
What the frick?
What the frick?
Yeah, I also agree that just say like, oh, I saw them on their phone.
Yeah,
it's not me.
It's very I smell like beef coated. I smell like beef.
I smell like beef.
I smell like beef.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
But thank you very much for those coffees. We do appreciate it.
Yeah. And I think this is the Ali B or the Ali Barker that hypes every video. So thank you.
I believe.
Yes.
So unless this is stolen valor, in which case.
Who knows? But also thank you to that Ali B.
There's a lot of people. I know that there's already like 2 people on our Patreon that have the same first name and last initial. So who knows anymore, man?
There are many people out there.
There are too many people out there.
There's 2. Many people out there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
People are saying this.
Yeah.
Am I sneezing?
No.
If I'm sneezing, I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah, because that's not a real thing.
Mm.
All right.
I don't know why that got me.
Got your
That was good.
And finally, Maggie A bought 10 coffees. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey, Josh and Sarah.
Hello.
Me again.
Hi.
Who knew it would be so exciting to hear you read my message?
Hey.
Crying laughing emoji, but on a tilt.
Oh.
I was wondering if I could ask a favor, and then the gorilla emoji. Yeah.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law fell off the back end of a U-Haul, broke her knee, leg, and back.
That's crazy.
She hasn't been able to walk since April, and as a nurse, she can't work. This has put a huge financial stress on her to try to keep a house over her and her son's head.
Yeah.
We have covered her rent when we can, but would love help getting the word out for her job search and the GoFundMe she started.
Yeah.
She has been applying for remote jobs and hasn't been selected for any yet. If any of your listeners need a remote worker with a nursing background, please email Jobs4, the number 4, TinaMuskopf, JOBS4, TinaMuskopf @gmail.com.
Yeah.
Thank you again in advance for spreading the word. And then there's a GoFundMe link. And then thank you.
Those links and the email will be in the description down below.
Yes.
As well.
No, yeah, of course.
Sure.
Yeah, no, that sucks, dude.
Dude, yeah.
Dude, I like something. Honestly, I assume U-Haul moving of some sort, you know, like moving is always like you're going to die. You know what I mean? Like,
no,
or like you're going to like get injured somehow. And like, I remember when we moved from your apartment,
the older I get, the more likely it is I'm going to get injured while moving.
That's true. I twisted my ankle real bad when we were moving.
Yeah. I had a heat stroke also.
Yes. Yeah. Jesus, I feel for you is what I'm trying to say.
That was wild.
So yeah, we will definitely make sure that your links are inside the description as well as inside the link tree as well. So yeah. But thank you all again for those coffees. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
If you want support on a monthly or yearly basis, you can go over to patreon.com/APWSTR. We got exclusive content, including a bunch of mind meld warm-ups and also talking about GTA 6 leaks.
Yeah.
But cyber leak.
How insane this shit is.
Yeah. We have early releases when we're able to do it, get it at least a few hours before everybody else.
Yeah.
We also have a Discord, very nice community, a lot of people, a lot of nice people there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a nice way to support and to keep us financially stable because it's a nice consistent content when every other platform is not when it comes to funding. Yeah. So please check it out. Patreon.com/APWSTR. There's $1, $3, $5, and $10 tiers. Pay what you want, you get access to everything. But when in $3 tiers, you do get access to everything for a week for free on a free week trial.
Yep.
And $5 and $10 tiers, there's not a free week trial, but you do get your name added at the end of the podcast as well as in the description.
Hell yeah.
We also got merch.
Oh yeah.
We got hats. We got pillows because that's what they sent us very kindly. I believe there's a sale going on the day this podcast comes out.
It's a site-wide sale.
It's a site-wide sale, I believe.
So I don't think you need to put in anything unless the site tells you.
Exactly.
But we don't know anything about it, but it's
we
up
were just
there.
told about this like yesterday. So yeah.
Go ahead, get your stuff.
Yeah, get your shit.
Yeah, get your shit.
Get your shit.
Get your shit.
There is a Bombas affiliate link in the meantime while I try to figure out how to get a real Bombas.
Somebody mentioned emailing them, and I thought Josh had done that, and he said, "Oh,"
and I was like,
"Oh, okay."
Why would I fucking email someone? What are you talking about?
I thought you looked into it. I don't know what that meant.
I looked up I think I heard about the partnership email as in like business partnerships, but for some reason I thought it was like for manufacturing. Like this is how fucking stupid I am.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is probably just like for factories. I don't know. Bombas are good socks. I've bought them with my own money. I really love them, and I hope if you're able to, it'll help you get them as well.
Yeah. Click the link below to give us a kickback if you want to buy it. Yeah.
We also have mutual aid links. We will be putting down the GoFundMe. There's other GoFundMes as well, but Sarah, if you want to talk about them.
Palestine, Congo, Sudan, of course, other people's FundMes, as well as anti-ICE links. I believe like amnesty.org, I believe, about certain like ICE detention centers. And then also links to red cards, which you can print out at home. They translate your rights when dealing with ICE if they come to your door. Ask them for a warrant, slide it under your door. Don't open the door for them because some ICE officers will take that as like entry, like permission to entry, which is not true. And they make sure that you know what a warrant looks like in your state because sometimes they just pass over ICE paperwork, which is insane, and make sure that it's signed by a judge. And if that's not, you can tell them to kick rocks, and they cannot enter your home legally. And these are constitutional rights that every human person has in the United States, not just people who are citizens. If you are on American soil, you have this right. It is your constitutional right. And they can't overturn this part of the Constitution.
Yeah.
Even if they try. So yeah, there's that, and it translates from English into various languages, not just Spanish. So if you have people in your life that might have an interaction with ICE, regardless of their citizenship status, then definitely give them one of these. And it can help. And yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much everything. Thank you for watching so far, and the Reddit segment coming up right now.
Yeah.
Dude, it's fucking Reddit time, dude.
It is Reddit time.
I'm ready, dude.
I might not do an RPG one, just because I'm not feeling it.
You're not feeling the RPGs?
I have one, but I'm not feeling it.
That's fair. I understand that vibe.
This one's funny to me, but also horrible.
Yay. That's our sweet spot. So.
I think so, yeah. This is from r/CareerAdvice. I think my job keeps forgetting to fire me. A few weeks ago, I told my manager I was burnt out from the amount of work I was doing. Mandatory unpaid overtime, multiple tasks given with little guidance, etc. I expected a lighter caseload of tasks, or maybe even conversations about resources or being able to offload a few tasks to a coworker. But instead I got all my meetings canceled, removed from all Teams channels that pertained to my job, a new employee hired to take my job, who I had to help train, kicked out of my old office, multiple people reaching out to tell me they're sorry to see me go, no longer have access to any employee reports or records that I was previously in charge of.
Wow, okay.
All signs of being fired, right?
I assume.
However, my manager keeps telling me she needs to talk to me, but has not yet talked to me. She keeps insisting that I'm just being moved to a different team. However, the team I'm being moved to had no idea I was joining them and has no idea what my role is supposed to be. I keep being told by my old manager that my skills would be really useful to them, but I genuinely have no daily tasks or assignments despite me asking multiple times at what my role is and what I'm expected to do. The only task I've been given is something that takes 1 to 2 hours to do at most. The only reason I keep showing up every day is because my activity is typically monitored, and part of me is convinced they're looking for a decrease in my activity to have actual grounds to fire me.
Okay.
My question to you is, what would you do in this situation? Do I keep showing up to a job where I literally have nothing to do? Do I tell someone I literally have nothing to do? Edit, holy shit, did not expect this to get attention. Maybe like 10 comments at most. Sorry, it's taking me a second to reply. Few answers to common questions, though.
Okay.
1. Yes, I am getting paid. I'm not interested in doing charity work for an employer. Lol. I am salaried and live in an at-will state. I also am not able to get severance or any PTO payout, which sucks because I've been with the company for years and have 300 hours of PTO saved.
Jesus.
I worked with the training and development team at a medical device sale company. Yes, they do have a history of pushing people out instead of firing them so they don't have to do the paperwork and less risk for lawsuit. I've literally seen HR do it so many times. I don't know why it didn't register it could happen to me. I've spent the last 5 years being close with the executive team, had dinners with the CEO and his family multiple times, and so many other executive outings. So I assumed I was just above that happening to me. I know what they say about assuming.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Edit 2 for frequent questions, comments. I do take time off work. My company made a mistake when they hired me, and I accrued double the PTO I should have, and instead of dropping off each year like it's supposed to, it's been rolling over for me. I pointed it out to a manager when I first got hired, but they were fired a month later, and no one followed up on it.
What the fuck is going on? This is the worst company. They're both incompetent and shitty, and well, I guess they go hand in hand. But like, they're shitty at being incompetent too.
Yes, yeah. Well, some would say that is what incompetency is.
Yeah.
Obviously, was not going to follow up to HR and ask that they give me less PTO. My manager for the past 3 years tries to be a cool manager.
Okay.
So she constantly tells me, just go. Don't worry about PTO.
Get out of here.
I, by now, have determined I'm being dismissed and have already started searching for a new job while riding this wave.
Well, that's good, yeah.
I'm using PTO, scheduling all the doctor's appointments, and saying yes to every test under the sun while I have insurance and a maxed out HSA. My new question, what stuff should I see if I can get away with while I have no oversight? I am monitored heavily, so I can't do anything crazy, but what bucket list items have you always wanted to do at work?
Light the trash can on fire. But
final edit.
Okay.
Yes, I am an American. Mandatory overtime is common for salaried employees. It's completely legal. I've checked. Yeah. No, I have not seen Office Space or Seinfeld. I plan to watch Office Space today, but I'll be honest, I'm not watching Seinfeld. Baller fucking move. No, I will not tell you the company I work for. Felt like this should be obvious. Hey, I saw your Reddit post and wanted to talk to you for a moment. I've communicated with the executives and my manager about this. We kept scheduling meetings to chat that no one but me would show up to because they got busy. Sitting there alone in a meet waiting.
Is someone gonna fire me?
Okay, sorry. I stopped trying after 4 attempts, which it felt like I was scheduling my own death, which is why I chose the phrase forgetting to fire me for the title. This blew up way more than I wanted, so I will be locking the post for privacy. I'm gonna ride my little wave of heaven in peace. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Do not take your eyes off your red stapler.
Yeah, just
it's the top comment.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, don't say shit to anyone. Just keep riding this out
Just
for
wait
as
till
long
they
as
move
possible.
you into the basement. Don't and take your stapler, and then by the end of the film, you will have lit the building on fire.
Yeah, right.
Spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
For
yeah.
Office Space, the old ass fucking movie.
But okay, so
oh fuck.
Good news. This is the reason why Reddit exists, is to fill up those 6 to 7 hours that you are gonna be free for. That's wild, man.
Yeah.
Whenever it's weird to work at a place.
That is maybe the most mismanaged company I've ever heard of in my life.
And then they're also a medical technology company. What Elizabeth Holmes ass shit's going down? Like, there's no way it's not a scam, right? Like, there's no allegedly for this company that doesn't actually exist because this is a Reddit post and everything's fake on the internet.
Yeah,
but like,
oh fuck!
I feel like everywhere I've worked, if they wanted you out, you're out.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be wasting money.
Though. I will say, like, multiple times I feel like I should have been fired and they just won't. Like, every time I felt like I've never been fired before.
Neither have I, yeah.
I think like one time I was like, I'm getting fired, and I quit.
Yeah, like you saw how it was going, yeah.
Yeah, but they had like given me a 90-day, like a shitty 90-day that didn't make any sense. Like, they made up a bunch of shit. It was mostly just like, you don't wear good clothes.
Jesus.
And I was like, okay. They told me they wanted me to wear clothes from Plato's closet. Like, they wanted me to go buy a bunch of clothes from Plato, which, by the way, I didn't have my size in them.
Oh, so yeah, like...
And also we're selling at the time, like, Coachella stuff. Like, extremely revealing.
EDC type, like, rave shit.
Yeah. Extremely revealing crocheted rave clothes. And I was
crazy.
Like... and this was the string place.
Really?
They wanted me to do that to sell cellos and violins.
That's crazy.
But I showed up in like work slacks and a sweater, and
how dare you wear work cloths? Like, what are you talking?
Yeah, they were like, your clothes don't inspire confidence, so we can't train you to be a salesman. So you have to wear Plato's closet clothes.
What? This feels like a racket.
It was such a bad idea that the other manager that happened to be in the office was like, no, don't say that.
Don't fucking say that shit. I don't think I've never gotten, saying I don't think I got fired as if I don't know what's been at my own jobs.
Well, sometimes you never know.
Yeah, true. Yeah. But like, I mean, the one time I remember that, like, I could feel the, like, oh, they're cracking down. And if I don't comply, I'm going to be fired.
Yes.
Might as well quit. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I remember that.
Yeah. It was the job I had before doing this full time. Yeah. Convention center, which I'm wearing the shoes of right now because these are the only shoes that are comfortable.
I thought you meant before that, when they were all being all weird about part-timers.
Oh, yes. Oh, no, that's the same. Yeah, that was the job. No, the convention one.
The one before that.
Universal?
Yes.
Oh, the reason why I quit Universal is because the good manager was quitting.
No, I mean, like, they were being, like, you had a friend that was fired for, like, giving someone ice cream or something.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Someone got fired for that, and then also, what is it? Someone got fired a little bit before because they were taking tips when they weren't supposed to be.
Yeah.
So I feel like I saw a sinking ship, and I was like, oh, and also I was told, like, oh yeah, you're stuck here.
Essentially, there's no upward mobility.
Yeah, so I quit that then. Yeah. So I find it weird where, like, I've worked at so many places where the managers are so on top of their shit, whether it be good or bad, like, you know, good or evil.
For sure, yeah.
To see a place like, you scheduled 4 meetings for your own death.
I can kind of, that much, I don't get.
Yeah.
But I can kind of see that happening every once in a while.
Like if one of those meetings, like if no one showed up, I'd be like, something happened.
Especially it's a company where people quit every day. Like I worked for one where it was like fucking 1,200 call. It was like a mega call center.
Oh yeah.
And it was mostly students, so like 5 to 10 people would quit every day.
Pretty high turnaround rate. Like,
it was insane. And so then I would be in a meeting, and I would be sitting in a meeting for like 30 minutes before I would be like, should I go back?
Let's go back
this
to work.
This is fucking with my adherence, I think.
Yeah, my quota's going down. Yeah, I need to.
Do I have to hunt down my manager
to do this stupid fucking meeting? Yeah.
Yeah.
So wild.
Yeah.
That like even if like because and this is why you have to ride it out for as long as possible. And not have anyone
you gotta suck them dry.
You gotta suck them dry. Well, listen, if it gets to the point, you gotta find a way to make it look like you're doing work without doing work. But hey, once you figure it out, once you get the auto clicker on your you just move your mouse a little bit every 2 seconds.
Yeah, just keep doing it until they finally figure it out, or you find another job and you quit.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I will say I'm working. I've the 2 online jobs, the one I'm working right now and the one that I've done before. I've always I always have a timer where it's like I know exactly the maximum amount of time that I'm given per. Like there was one where it was like, oh, you're doing content review.
Yeah.
If you get a video, you get 6 minutes to do it. So I made a timer for 5 minutes 50 seconds. It went off. I'd be like, next.
Yeah.
And usually it only took like 1 or 2 minutes to do the thing. So then I would just do it, move the mouse a little bit, and then like take a shit and no one would get paid.
Hell yeah.
Boss makes $1 and I make a dime. All right.
Take a shit on company time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Fucking I will say that's my favorite thing that is widely attributed to Gen Z is the quiet quitting.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. And I think that mentality was teed up. You know, it's like kind of one of those rare, like the Gen Z, the quiet quit, and the millennials that are sort of anti-corporate, pro-workers' rights that set that shit up.
That's the thing, too. Like, if you're working at a place that doesn't respect you or it doesn't, like, there's no upward mobility or, like, you know, maybe you work at, say, Universal, you get a 13-cent raise, and that's moot because in 1 week it's going to be $12 for everybody.
Yeah, that happened to you.
Fucking ridiculous. That still pisses me off to this day.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, God damn, I could have gotten like a 50-cent raise on top of the $2 raise if you just waited one fucking week. You cocksucker. But no, so like doing just what your job description is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just do that for as long as you can, you know?
Yeah.
And if you can get your same salary for a fraction of the work, that's heaven right there.
That's true.
Solved it. I'm not going to read this one. I just need you to hear the title of this unpopular opinion because it's the first one I got.
Okay.
And maybe I will read it. Maybe. I don't know. Fuck it.
Let's see.
r/unpopular opinion. Modern gaming is losing its charm because developers are overwhelming us with, quote, quality of life features.
Too much quality of life. I mean, I want to know what they mean. Because I'm interested, but I love it. We just talked about how it's always the dev's fault.
Yeah, so let's make this.
That is funny. That is funny.
All right, I'm gonna read it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And if there's like a slur on accident, I'm gonna cut because
the whole thing is slurs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know this is an unpopular opinion, but I miss the days when games didn't instantly solve every tiny inconvenience with a feature.
Okay.
Nowadays, every RPG holds your hand and tells you exactly where to go. There are fast travel points every 2 feet, automated inventory management, and mini-maps that are spoon-feed you every step. What gets marketed as, quote, convenience is actually stripping games of their soul and taking away the feeling of genuine accomplishment. When there's no risk of getting lost in a forest or having to store your hard-earned loot at a specific location, the game would completely lose its weight. Convenience sounds nice on paper, but in almost every genre, it severely degrades immersion. Is
that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, 2 words. Project Zomboid.
Yeah, they made a game for you.
They made a game for you and only you.
Literally only you.
Everyone else is upset.
Everyone hates Project Zomboid.
I got pigs. They destroyed my whole base. They were upset at me. My entire everything. Refrigerators. They destroyed it. Oh my fucking shit. Looked it up. The only thing they can't destroy are fences I didn't put down.
Yeah.
What the fuck? People will put cars next to their pigs and then blow up the cars because you can't move blown up cars yet. Unless you have a sledgehammer.
That's awesome.
Which, by the way, only like 3 of them spawn in the game.
That's awesome, dude.
Fuck, the game is so good and I hate it so much.
If only, because it doesn't fucking make you woke snowflakes. Fucking, it's not even what this is, but it feels like it. But like,
dude, apparently this one guy, I just read this post. This one guy and his friend found this like hidden military base that had 200 zombies in it.
Oh my god.
They killed every single one and they wanted to loot it. And guess what was in the military base?
Is there a pig?
Napkins. It was just napkins.
Yeah, I feel like that would break immersion also.
On piles of napkins. And that's it. No metal, no guns in the military base. Just napkins.
What a quality of life feature.
Oh my god.
Fucking
inventory management plays Project Zomboid.
Yeah. Oh,
one time I got zombified. Sorry. Oops. Zombified because my character, for some reason, I kept accidentally clicking the button that opens the map while I was trying to kill a zombie with a shovel.
That's so silly.
And you want to know why that was?
Why?
Because the controller on the Steam Deck sometimes doesn't realize some things in the inventory UI in Project Zomboid you have to click with your mouse. And some things if you have a controller, you have to click with the controller. So you have to button map left clicking to a part of your controller and give up a button that is used for something else.
Give and take, yeah.
Now, I know you said mini-maps. Guess what? Project Zomboid, sometimes the mini-map just disappears. Sometimes you just don't get it. Sometimes you don't get it anymore.
Can I say saying not to have a mini-map might be a little crazy?
That is fucking insane.
That's a little wild of like...
Inventory management also crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Because, like, I don't know. I'm thinking of, like, okay, so Grand Theft Auto 5, right? Like, I feel there's no quick travel in GTA Online, at least from what I remember playing, unless it's a taxi, but you have to wait it out. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like it's mildly annoying. I get that it might immerse me more, but sometimes it does feel like a chore to travel 20 miles to get to one place where Rockstar made it the least expensive, so it's the only accessible one.
Yeah.
That's maybe my thing, where it's like, if you had said, like, quality of life features blocked behind a paywall,
I think that's
shitty.
Yeah, but then it's the paywall that's shitty.
Yeah,
you know
not the
I mean?
quality of life. Yeah.
I will say I do agree sometimes. I think, and I have only really seen this from the game dev perspective, is if you leave anything up, like if you're trying to make a puzzle game or something.
Yeah.
Lots of people will be like, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, did you read the tutorial? And they go, no. And you're like, okay.
There is where it's like you simultaneously have to trust that your potential customer and player is not
stupid.
Yeah. Or they're willing to read, you know?
Yeah.
So it is like it's a fine line. I get it.
Like I played the first part of, and almost up to the ending part of the second half of The Root Trees Are Dead, which is a puzzle game that's based around genealogy and like searching and internet rabbit holes. And it is, I think, really good at drip feeding you information, but then there are some parts where it is doing the Netflix thing of telling you the same thing over and over and over again through multiple parts, which is great. But then it's frustrating as fuck because then you type somebody's name into a search where logically you would get a search back and it says, I don't know any of the shit. And you're like, okay, well, you know, that's a part of making games, is trying to do that. Like a lot of puzzle games, people will say, oh, this is moon logic. This is logic that doesn't make any sense. Why would I take a lead pipe, put it next to a tree, with some duct tape? How does that get the bird down from the tree? I don't understand. I was like, no, that's what I should have done. Make a big nest from a pipe and some duct tape and throw it at the tree and the bird falls over. Oh, I should have known. And it's like, yeah, but then sometimes, I don't know. I think you limit yourself with very like the square goes in the square hole with
where it's like only the most logical choice makes sense here.
And it is like some part of those puzzle games or the King's Quest version of that where you take or the Nancy Drew, you take every item and you click it on everything.
And then see what opens,
Yeah, like that is part of it.
Yeah.
For some people.
Because I think, like I can understand some people wanting a very much like key, hole, key, open. But then sometimes I'm like, well, I could use a little bit of variation or like a little bit of creativity where it's like, Reddit card, key, hole.
Right.
Ooh, maybe it's a lot different ways to get the same goal accomplished.
Something that I played recently, the demo for Silver Pines, which is a 2.5D Metroidvania game that's set in like it's very inspired by Twin Peaks.
Ooh, okay.
Super good. It's coming out in like October, November. The demo's so fucking long. Play it. Play it if you like that stuff. And honestly, I don't even really like Metroidvanias. I don't even like those, but I really like this game. It felt kind of like if you've ever played The Cat Lady or Downfall, any of those games. It's kind of like that, but less point and clicky because it's controller based.
Interesting.
And it has actual combat too. But I played that whole demo and I got to a stopping point, and you have guns and stuff because you're shooting these like weird monsters that come out of this town. And I realized there were a lot of chests that had locks, and I was trying to find these keys and I just couldn't fucking find them. And just because I was frustrated, I used my gun, shot the lock, and the lock came off.
Awesome.
The rest of the demo opened up for me, and I was like, oh my God, yes. Can I do it to this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just shooting.
And that was
typical American, Sarah. You see a problem, you shoot it.
Yes, exactly. Yes. And so it's like there are some things like that. But then I've also played recently Cyberpunk 2077. That has fast travel in it.
Yeah.
I've not used it once. I have a bike. And I know that you're not really supposed to be on the bike because there are little moments where Keanu Reeves' character that's like haunting you the whole time. He'll show up in a car with you if you drive in the car.
Oh.
But he won't do it on a bike.
He won't fucking just like...
Yeah, he won't ghost you.
Damn.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Unfortunately. But it's aesthetic. Yeah. My character rides her dead best friend's bike. And she drives around, and it takes forever to get from A to B. But it's aesthetic, man.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Sometimes I fucking flip over my bike and crash into an ambulance, and the ambulance has people of a rival gang in it that start shooting me, and then I have to kill a bunch of civilians.
Well,
not much I can do about it.
That's just what happens.
Then the police come after me.
And I think that maybe is my thing, where it's like I'm okay with games having the quality of life features because you get to choose. Yeah, to use it. Yeah. Like, I know there's people that play, like, Red Dead Redemption, and they get rid of the minimap, and it's like you have to use a compass, and you have to use...
That is actually so sick. I might do that.
Some people have done that, yeah.
That's actually awesome.
And, because then there's some, interest in, like, the discovery of it all, You're finding little places here and there in this world crafted, yeah.
So I especially get it for RPG.
Yeah.
Also, recently, on the flip side of that argument, I've been playing Fields of Mystria, which is like Stardew Valley, that has a lot of quality of life improvements that I wish Stardew Valley had.
Yeah.
While also some new mechanics.
Yeah, especially in games where it's like you have a similar repetitive tasks that, while fun, can get tiring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in Fields of Mystria, you have to go to certain crafting like bases. Like there will be a workbench outside of the carpenter's place. And you have to build like certain like your fences. So you might have to travel halfway across the map onto a different like area, like new board, just to get there. But you can buy eventually a crafting place to put on your farm.
That's good, yeah.
So you can do that. However, because of that, right, you're moving there, and also it spends time during the day for you to craft more items. So say you're crafting one farm fence post.
Yeah.
5 minutes. If you're crafting like 10, 50 minutes.
Yeah.
So there's that as well. And then it's the same Stardew Valley mechanic where you pass out at 2 a.m. every day.
Yeah.
So you're still racing against the clock, but what makes it way easier is you automatically have access to all the shit that's in a chest on your farm.
Yes, and that does make it
way easier.
Yeah.
So at any point you could. This is something that I never did in Stardew Valley because I just didn't want to, and also I never got to that point. You can build things in town.
Oh yeah, like there's nothing stopping you. Yeah.
Yeah, you could raise crops in town if you want. And you can decorate the town to however way, and nobody kind of bothers you about that, I guess. Nobody cares unless it's the gold statue of Lewis.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could do that in Fields of Mysteria, so you could set up crafting. I don't know if you can do that in Fields of Mysteria where you could set it up wherever you want. I'm not sure. I haven't gotten to that point yet. But I think it would be cool if you could set up little places.
Yeah.
So you're like, well, I've spent time by the mines.
Might as well put up
blacksmithing station.
Yeah.
There. That would be cool. And then I can put this in a thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, then that's a different way to play the game for others. But it's like, I don't know. I agree at a base level that I have noticed that people really like it when a game is easy. And I think people more and more I've noticed that people are less complaining when a game is too easy versus if a game is
too hard.
People get really pissed off when a game is too hard. But I do like a sense of challenge, but I think I have also played games that are very hard that I've come around and been like, this actually sucks, actually.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
There's a healthy mix, I think, of games that are good, that are easy, games of good, that are hard, you know.
Believe it or not, it's difficult to strike the balance of that.
Yes.
And is the majority of game dev.
Exactly, yeah. So it's, you know, it's all give and take.
Yeah.
I think a game's good regardless of difficulty. Its quality is, you know, dependent. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Just play Mina the Hollower, because they have the way that game tackles it is it's very, very hard, and then also you can custom make your own difficulty. So like you can take on things and take off things and like change combat to be a certain way. Yeah. All the way down to like the way that enemies attack you and shit like that, and how fast everything goes, and your health bar and all this stuff.
That's nice.
It is sick.
Hell yeah.
Just play that game forever.
Yeah. And get off my internet.
Stop complaining.
Stop complaining. Solved it.
This is r/generationology.
So is it like the study of
Gen Z, millennials?
Got it.
This one, I think people are saying that this is a millennial doing this. And I was going to be like, the millennials skip this one. But no, I think this is Gen X boomer.
Okay. I'm ready.
But they're complaining about Gen Z. So I think that's why people assume it's millennial.
Yeah.
But honestly...
No, don't worry. Other generations hate us. Because they
suck.
Hate us.
Yeah. Why do 90% of my interactions with members of Gen Z go exactly like this?
Okay.
Get ready to get pissed off.
Okay.
Them. Welcome to Cookout. Can I take your order, please? Me. Slowly and clearly. Hey, I'll have a big double burger tray with only cheese and ketchup on the burger, with chili cheese fries and a corn dog and a huge tea. That's it.
Okay.
Them. Okay, you said a big double burger tray? Me. Yes. Them. What do you want on the burger? Me. Only cheese and ketchup. Them. Okay, and you get 2 sides. Me. Chili cheese fries and a corn dog. Them. Okay, chili cheese fries, and what's your other side? Me. A corn dog. Them. Okay, and what's your drink? Me. A huge tea. Them. Okay, anything else? Me. Nope, that's it. Then I get my food. It's cheese fries instead of chili cheese fries. God, that's every interaction with Gen Z I've ever had.
90% of them, yeah.
God.
It's only...
Can't believe it.
Only when they're serving me.
God, Gen Z, they just can't serve me well enough.
That's, go fuck yourself, actually. Yeah, wow. That's so stupid. Holy shit. Wow.
I was like, this is going to piss him off so bad.
He stun locked me. He's fucking...
I was also like, this one can't even be a TikTok because people get mad at me for reading so slow.
But that's how the guy clearly thinks
what
that
the parenthetical said.
So yeah, it's called a descriptor in the script. Okay, in this scripted podcast.
Yeah.
No, fucking every single that's so go fucking. It's okay. You go to fast food places. You're like these snot-nosed little teens. These snot-nosed 24-year-olds trying to get through college.
How dare they?
Working with what I can only describe as the worst audio technology that's ever been invented on the planet.
Or even
the drive-through speaker and microphone.
Yeah, even if you're in front of them, like at the counter, they're still dealing with the system.
Yeah, because if the fucking cashier, the point of sale goes slow. Yeah. Because not only that too, I worked at Universal and had my own cashier system, right? Not nearly as complicated as I've seen like
other places.
The Wendy's one where it's like there's 17. Probably Disney was the most complicated one because that was actually a restaurant similar to, I guess, a Wendy's quick service. But yeah, it's okay if a guy serving you is double checking everything. Okay, could you be a little upset that you said, "Oh, I wanted chili fries or whatever," and they gave me only cheese fries? Yeah, that's the only thing you should be complaining about.
Yeah, and even then, I'm kind of like, okay, they saved your asshole like an explosion.
That is true.
So good for you.
You're welcome, America.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Here's my thing. You obviously haven't worked a job like this because you don't have any sympathy for these people.
Yeah, true.
A lot of people are like, in the comments, when I picked this one, people in the comments were like, you haven't worked a job like this. You're an idiot. This is just fast food. What? Yeah. This is like how it's always been. What is wrong with you? And then it got flooded by a bunch of other people who agreed with OP, who are now like, yeah, they can't remember anything.
That's not...
I'm a teacher and students are dumb as shit. My students are dumb as rocks and I'm talking about it on Reddit. I'm cool.
I'm awesome like
I'm
that.
so cool. I hate my kids. I'm a teacher.
That's so crazy. I mean, because that's the other thing too, where it's like because like every fast food job, you look at the description of it and the words high-speed environment's gonna come up. And let me tell you, in a high-speed environment, shit's gonna go south real quick no matter what.
You can't even sit.
Yeah.
Like that's another thing. Like, okay, high-speed environment, it's not like my CEO job. That's high speed. I'm using my brain. Do you sit? Can you sit at any point during the day?
I plead the fifth on that.
That's a little easier than a fast food job.
And also, I'm willing to bet there isn't a continuous timer from the second someone walks into your office and then the other person walks in your office. They have two separate timers and you gotta make sure.
Yeah. And hey, can you back up so that we redo the timer, please? Because I will always say yes.
Oh god.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Dude,
I don't know.
It's crazy because like the one that we always do this at, there's a Taco Bell that we go to and they ask us either pull backward or go up into the front.
Also, the sweetest old woman works there.
Yes. Yeah. Very kind.
And I'm like, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah,
1,000%.
It's, but like in the top of the Taco Bell thing is just all of the Taco Bells in Orlando, I think, probably like Central Florida.
And it's like they're competing.
They're all competing. And it's like, best one today is like some random ass place that I assume has a lot of money because they can hire people to do shit.
Dude, yeah.
And then like ours is always in like the middles, and I'm like, that's pretty good.
I mean, that's the best one in my mind.
Yeah, so
I love that one. Yeah, I don't know. People that work these things, like especially if you're kids or even like people are just assuming this is a teen. Which doesn't, like, I don't know. I'm on the cusp of Gen Z and millennial.
Yeah.
Gen Z thinks I'm millennial. Millennial thinks I'm Gen Z.
The worst of both worlth.
Yeah. And everyone else thinks I'm annoying, which is probably really what I am. But 100% annoying.
Hell yeah, dude.
But I don't know. This could be someone in their early 20s. This could be someone in their late teens just starting out. I don't know.
It could be someone with just a fucking hearing problem too, Yeah. Like, I mean, like, what is it? Like hearing, again, through the shitty audio equipment, trying to make sense of what someone said.
People still go inside, especially annoying people that want to get their order completely correct.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And like, I would rather also have someone make me repeat my order than just just put it all in.
Also, like, I don't know, how many orders is this person taking a day? and you just expect them to get it. I hate honestly.
What are
I
you
hated
going
customers
to?
that were like, no, that's not what I like. Those were the worst ones.
Yes, yeah.
That would come in and be like, no, say it back. And then you'd be like, okay, fucking chill.
Yeah.
I'm not the person that offended you last time.
Yeah,
you showed
like
up.
this is someone else. Like, please calm down.
Like,
Holy shit.
Mine was usually on the phone, but like you'd have like you'd either have a perfectly fine conversation, at least for me, because for reasons I'll tell you why. I'd be having a perfectly fine conversation, then right at the end they would go, "Thank you for speaking English."
Oh, yeah.
And I'd be like, "Oh,
you were racist the whole time."
No. What the fuck?
Jesus, man.
And I'm like, fuck you, Jesus. And so then they would leave or something, or then they would try and they'd be like, or they would start it off being like, finally a competent person. I'm like, you don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. I just
wanna
said hello.
Just because I said hello, what the fuck is going on?
Because I said hello with the most generic American white
bitch
person.
accent.
Yeah, like that doesn't mean I'm good at my job. All
yeah,
right?
what the hell? And then, oh my God, the one time I ever hung up on a guy on purpose.
Ooh.
It was my last day. The guy, it was because you can hang up sometimes in call centers when they're being abusive. You just have to tell them, hey, if you continue to yell at me, or if you continue to be argumentative, I'm going to hang up on you. And then usually that's enough to trigger them enough to do that.
Yeah.
And then you can hang up on them.
Yeah.
Depending on how good your job is. Luckily, I had one job where my manager would be like, why? Why did you do that?
Yeah.
That's not right. And I was like, so I'm just supposed to take the abuse? And then he was like,
crazy.
Yes.
No, fuck you.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, I'm not doing that. So no.
Bye-bye. Yeah.
But then sometimes that manager would get on the call for me and yell at them in front of me, which was fucking sick.
That's pretty good. Hey, listen.
That was pretty sick.
Land of contrast. Yeah.
Yeah. But so this one guy, he called and he's like, this is the 4th time I've called. He's talking through gritted teeth and he's like so about to blow.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, what's your problem? Well, I'm gonna say it. And I'm like, okay. Sure.
You're the one making this longer, my guy. I literally asked you.
And he would be like, he would literally like about to curse because you can't curse. He'd be like, so the next number is 6. And it's like, this guy's gonna explode. And then I was just like, I was so over it because this is like the 50th time I've had a call like this.
Yeah.
And I was just like, it's my last day. Oops.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, the guy's got to call back.
Oh, that's crazy. He was being a piece of shit.
Oops. And then at a later job, I had another guy do that to me.
Oh.
Because he had a really complicated order, and I completely fucked up his order the first time. No second chances with this guy, I guess. But it was really funny because every time he would call, I would answer because there would only be like there would be like 1 or 2 people in the entire team for the entirety of Florida for this call center.
Crazy.
And he would call, and then I would know it's him because of just like the way his phone sounded.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, hi, blah, blah, blah. Hang up. And then he would call again, and then he would get me again, and he would hang up. It was so funny. And then eventually he'd be like, oh, he lied. And he said like, sorry, I don't know. There's something wrong with my phone. I was like, oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Sure, bud.
I think the 5th time you should have just like done an Australian accent or something, just like completely fuck with him.
Hello and welcome to the company.
Yeah, completely change your voice.
Welcome to this company.
Grab a vocoder like in front of you. Yeah, just
welcome to the company. How can I assist you today, sir?
To become Julian Casablancas and just put a fucking auto-tune on us.
Hello and welcome to the company.
Hello, welcome to the company. Yeah.
I'm on Anthony Fantano sucks my dick.
It's so funny that Fantano did his entire review with auto-tune on, dude.
He did?
Yeah.
Well, I gotta see that. That's funny. But no, honestly, YTA, you didn't ask.
YTA.
Yeah.
I just want a black coffee.
Is
it so hard for you?
A black, which it's so funny. Another comment literally says that.
Are you serious? Okay.
It literally plays out that thing. And also, the reason I think this is Gen X is that people are responding with gifs of idiocracy and saying, remember that one Beavis and Butthead scene?
Gotta be honest. Listen, not to.
Oh,
listen,
Beavis and Butthead did that.
That's some.
It could be millennial.
Older millennial.
Yeah.
I don't want to insinuate.
There's definitely a divergent path. This is the only thing I've gotten millennials to agree with is that some millennials are really fucking sick and cool, and some of them are lame.
And that's, I mean, to be fair, everybody's got that.
A lot of the millennials that are cool that listen to this show agree with me.
Yeah, and this is the only cool show that a millennial will listen to. So if you have millennial friends, tell them they're not cool until they listen to us.
And then that's how they certify it.
Exactly.
You get we should make a cool millennial like certification and sell it on as merch.
Just a fucking shirt that says cool millennial and then APWSTR on the bottom of it.
We should make it like I'm a cool millennial in the text of like I'm a cool mom, like from that movie I've never seen.
That's
Mean Girls.
So all of them.
Mean Girls.
Fucking every movie ever made, basically. I've
seen movies. I've seen some.
You've seen probably like you and I have both
seen
probably
Iron Lung, and
seen.
That's enough.
You and I have both seen probably 1% of all the movies ever made. Therefore, that's so statistically insignificant that I might as well say we haven't watched any movies ever.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, solved it. Fucking.
I don't know. I think if you're raised where like your brothers are like, oh, we're gonna put on Independence Day, or they reference Independence Day, and then you're like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like they show up and they go, "Welcome to Earth," and then you're like, what? And then they go, you haven't seen Independence Day?
Yeah, they act like that instead of being like, oh, it's from Independence Day.
And I say, I'm 8. I've hung out with you every day since I was born. We lived together.
You've watched this without me. I was not alive then when you watched this.
I wasn't alive. I did not exist.
Have you considered you being 11 and 9 years older in front of me? Have you considered you being 11 or 9 years older than me has given you kind of a head start?
Believe it or not.
On knowing shit.
I can't believe you haven't seen Independence Day. I wasn't allowed to. I was a child.
My dad hadn't even met your mom yet. Like, it's
yeah. I wasn't even
a thought.
I wasn't even a sperm yet.
Yeah.
Because dudes make sperm every day, right?
Yeah.
And women have all the eggs at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, the sperm, like, if I'm not mistaken, they get created, and then if it'll also self-destruct if they need to, because to not have too much in there.
You ever think of all your brothers and sisters that self-destructed or non-binary that self-destructed?
Siblings. If only there was a word for siblings.
That self-destructed?
Yeah.
And your dad's balls turned into piss? Because piss is stored in the balls.
Piss is stored in the balls. You're so fucking right. This is a science podcast. Anyway, can I read this funny fucking title or not?
Yeah.
It's not funny. Sorry,
okay,
I'm
cool.
joking. All
no,
right,
you're fine. Okay.
Am I the asshole? I keep my bees despite my new neighbor.
I don't know why
the fact that
funny.
I said the word bees and you started
no,
that ruined.
It's the beekeeping. I keep my bees.
I keep my
funny.
bees.
It's just funny to me. All right.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Okay. Am I the asshole? I keep my bees despite my new neighbor.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
I have gotten a new neighbor at my family's weekend home. They use their property all year round. Us, mostly on weekends or during holidays. Last weekend, the wife asked me what the second building on my property is with the colorful front. It's my bee house. The colorful things are the hives fronts. She got sour and told me they have to go as she is terribly allergic to bees. I have the hives in the 4th generation and invested a lot of cash in new equipment, new electronic honey extractor, several new stainless honey buckets, and rebuilt most of the old units with new insulation, new paint, and a lot of new frames as the old ones were about 60 years old. For us, it's a pure hobby farm as we only have 7 beehives and harvest around 300 to 400 kilograms of honey yearly. Everything is permitted and zoned as a farm. We are exempt from noise regulations and pay way less tax too. The neighbors are raising hell for me to get rid of the bees or else. As I'm not there all the time, I cannot watch the property all the time, and cameras are difficult as we do not have internet out there.
661 pounds of honey.
That's a lot of honey.
It's one bulk barrel of honey.
The neighbor is raising hell for me to get rid of the bees or else. As I'm not there all the time, I cannot watch the property all the time, and cameras are difficult as we do not have internet out there, except for maybe Starlink, which I am unwilling to pay for.
Real.
The other property of the neighbor is not as nice as ours, as they are in the bottom of the valley as we are on the south slope and have way more sun in the winter. Therefore, the neighbors change a lot. Last two each stayed for 2 to 3 years. We own the place for the last 100 years, and the bees have always been there.
Oh my God.
Sorry for the spelling, as no AI tools are allowed here, and I'm not a native speaker.
You're fine.
Edit. Thanks for the overwhelming support and NTA judgments. To clear some things up, I am not in the US, but in Austria, Europe. But I translated most terms into the US equivalent for ease of reading.
Oh.
I will get cameras with an internal SD card and look into a mesh WLAN option to also store the pictures locally on a small server.
Yeah.
The bees will stay and hum as they are supposed to do.
Yeah.
The sad thing is, with the previous neighbors, I had a great deal. They got 12 kilograms of honey each year, and I accessed their Starlink internet. The new ones are more difficult. Thank you for taking the time out of my day to answer my post.
Yeah, that's a great idea. The fuck? Hey, do you want some honey, though?
Yeah, fucking, I mean, dude, yeah, 14, I get. Dude, 14 kilograms of honey a year just to fucking
get
some
chill
internet.
out.
Yeah, fucking, that seems like a fair deal.
Me?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I feel, I can understand being allergic to bees and not wanting to live next to bees. Part of me, though, is like, were you not told
talk to them
about the bees?
Yeah, like maybe you should have to say that person has bees.
Yeah, like what's the realtor doing in Austria? What's going on?
Yeah,
I don't feel like, I feel like you should be able to keep your bees.
They've been there for 100 years.
It's kind of fucking.
That's kind of fucking crazy.
They own the real owners of the place are the bees right now.
Like, listen. I'm trying to be like, what's the polite thing to do? But there's a big part of me that I went through a phase in my life where I was like, the bees are fucking dying.
That's also, I've been thinking about that in the back of my head, where it's like your neighbor wants to kill the last bastion of bees that will ever exist.
Your community, like, fuck off, dude. The bees have been here before you were alive.
Yeah.
Before any of us going to them and being like, they were around before you existed.
Yeah.
Before you even.
Before a lot of us were born.
Your sperm exploded in your father's balls. Okay. So pipe down about the bees.
About the fucking bees.
All right.
All right.
Don't say pipe down. That's fucked up.
Yeah. Say calm down. That's better. Yeah.
Yes.
And add the word toots at the end of it.
Nobody likes to talk about pipe. That's keep that out of your lexicon.
But no, yeah, I really don't like.
It's really hard to say get the bees out of here.
Yeah,
100 years of bees, and then it's crazy.
And I understand too. Also, if like you're like they're gonna move out in 3 years anyway.
Yeah.
3 years.
That would be such a fucking shame.
100 years. Yeah.
Well, like, time to bulldoze the beehive.
Yeah.
And then, all right, well, we're leaving anyway.
And it's like you are permitted to do it. And I will say, usually when it's like, you're permitted to do it, but it doesn't mean you should do it. Yeah. I kind of feel like you probably should be allowed to still have your bee farm.
I was thinking, like, is there bee liability? Like, if that bee goes and stings that person and they have an allergy, can you be held accountable because that's your bee?
Yeah, I wonder. But can you prove that it's their bee?
Exactly. But it is like they have a beehive.
And, I mean, yeah, so there's probably going to be more bees around there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's fucking bees all around us for sure, you know. I mean, when I worked at Universal, there were fucking
my God, you had to kill so many bees.
Or wasps. Yeah. Probably
wasps.
Probably wasps.
Lots of wasps around here. I've had to kill so many fucking wasps in Florida. It's actually crazy.
I had to drown them out with Sprite because for some reason they would always just go up into the Sprite nozzle.
Yeah.
And I'd never, not gonna say I never cleaned them. They got cleaned out at night, but I didn't clean them during the day. That's for fucking sure.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Josh would just text me like I had to kill a bunch of fucking wasps today.
Yeah.
Like all sad.
Because it sucks. It's like I had to drown them. Yeah. That's crazy.
That fucking is ass. Yeah.
But I didn't want to get stung.
Yeah.
I didn't want to learn then and there. Oh, am I going to die if this happens? I'm not dying at Universal. I'm living at Universal, damn it.
Yeah. It does suck to be allergic to bees and know there are bees around, but it is also like, I mean, what can you do?
Yeah. I did that. Yeah. And I guess it's just like kind of just shitty situation
Yeah.
for them. Yeah.
Can you like net your porch?
That's true. Yeah. Like, is there some way to like maybe
Net your
not
porch?
even net the whole porch, just like the side that's facing the
mosquito
house.
net? Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
Get a sunroom.
Get a sunroom. You know what? The one thing that Florida got right? Florida
Sunroom.
room.
Florida room.
Florida
Get a Florida room.
It's a screened-in porch.
Yeah.
Shit slaps.
And then just get rid of one of the walls on the porch.
Yeah.
And then they'll be less likely to like zoom, like a U-turn out of there probably.
Yeah.
I don't know bee physics,
Me
like
neither.
bee traffic law, but like
I know that bees are like, I don't know if this feels like one of those facts that everybody says.
but it isn't actually true.
Which, by the way, remember a couple episodes ago I said farts are poop particles and we just don't make farts?
Oh, that was not true, apparently.
That was not so why the fuck is Dropout and Chibley and fucking everybody saying this shit like it's fucking fact?
Yeah.
Nobody's getting on their ass? And then I say it because I hear it from a comedian and I take it as gospel. And a bunch of people are listening to me and taking it as gospel. And thank God we have an audience that knows stuff and is like, actually, no, that's you're dumb as rocks, Sarah.
You're saying
they didn't say that. They were very nice.
Did you say it? So you're saying that Dropout and Chipley's audience are full of not smart people?
I'm a part of them. So that's 1 point for that theory. Anyway, keep your bees.
Keep your fucking bees,
The
dude.
bees inherited that land. It's the bees' land and nobody else's.
Does anyone really own land?
The bees do.
The bees own the land.
And we've taken it from them. The bees are indigenous to that land. You got to keep them there.
Honestly, probably. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't fucking know where bees are from, but probably the ground.
Honestly, probably should be making...
Probably grow out the damn ground. That's what I think.
You ever go to the fucking bee tree, dude?
Oh, shit.
Dude, every time I go to the fucking tree, the tree's just like growing out some honeycombs. Like, it's so weird that the tree
crazy.
is like
the
making...
Tree, they had to have believed that the trees grew bees, right?
Yeah, probably at some point. Yeah, before it fell down, it was just never connected, and they're like, "Oh shit, that's its own thing."
Before we had the fucking stones, the balls to get close enough to a bee.
Before we had the technology of a wide ass hat with a net around it. Before that,
think about like cavemen interacting with bees is the funniest thing I've ever thought of in my life. Put me on the Far Side comics. Bee tools.
Bee tool. All right, solved it. It. Once you make a cow tools reference, you gotta stop the fucking show. We're out of yeah. Has that been made into a shirt? I should buy the fucking.
Sure, I would love a cow tool.
Two shirts I want to buy: the cow tool shirt and the sickos onion shirt.
Yes, the sickos.
It is in my cart, and I'm like, do I just buy it and call it a business expense and wear it on the podcast every day, every time?
Such a good shirt.
It's such a good idea.
The Ben guy.
Yeah.
Ben Garrison.
Oh, fucking.
He's my favorite. The crying Lady Liberty. So funny.
So funny. It's
okay, anyway, just talking about cartoons. Anyway,
it's Sunday morning. You know what I'm saying?
True. It's not true.
Happy Monday, guys.
Is r/
podcast comes out in 12 hours.
Is r/ the 10th dentist.
Fuck.
10 dentin.
I'm so scared. I'm always scared.
Hair is meant to be oily. Oily! Not dirty. It should be brushed through with fine tooth/bore brush comb to remove dirt and lint, stimulate the scalp, and distribute the oils to the end of the hair. Doing this, you should only need to wash it every week or two. Unless you're in a super dirty job / actually got something in your hair. It's crazy to me people are washing their hair every day and then they complain of thin hair, split ends, and no volume. That's what your hair oils are for. Every other hairy animal on Earth is a little oily. It's natural and normal and healthy for the hair. Still shower though. Sweat and grime and dead skin build up unless you're roughly brushing your entire body every day too. Edit to double down on the unless you're in a super dirty job actually got something in your hair. Guys, that includes sweat. I figured that was obvious.
It wasn't obvious.
So then it's not.
Yeah,
and now I shower every day because I live in Florida.
Yeah, and I'm going to sweat the second I go outside.
Which I will admit.
I'm willing to bet the oil is
good.
Yeah. I'm willing to bet that we probably evolved to have oil in the hair
is a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
I believe that. Because I will
that
say...
That shit feels weird, though. I'm sorry.
I like the day that I wash my hair is not good. The best time that my hair it's the day after.
I get what you mean. Yeah.
And then like a couple of days after that. And then I would say, like about a week is when probably I gotta start I gotta really... But that's just from someone that's deeply mentally ill and has gone a week without showering.
No, yeah. But like, I will say too...
I get it.
I don't know. As someone who does sometimes work out, it's kind of like you're gonna have to clean up every day anyway.
Sweat's the big deal.
Yeah.
Because if you are sweating every day, this reminds me of the insane bit Northern Lion when he said that he showers 2 to 3 times a day, and his chat said showering is giga bad for you. Showering that much is giga bad. And he was like, what are you talking about? Because he does the Peloton in the mornings and then
takes a shower.
He streams and then he runs around with his kid all day. And he takes another shower before bed. He's not going to go to bed stinky.
Sweaty from having a kid. Yeah. Which I will say I'm not really against the idea of taking 2 showers a day. Probably one. If I were taking 2 showers a day, it'd be the one for the workout and then one at the end of the day if I did anything else.
Yeah.
And maybe the second one I wouldn't fucking wash my hair or whatever. But like, I think you're just gonna...
It fully depends on what you're doing throughout the day.
Sometimes I just don't like feeling the oil in my hair. Because also I feel like I have oily skin. So whenever I touch my fucking forehead, it's just like I don't know where it starts and where it ends, where the oil's coming from. And then every night I wash my face, and that's the only time I'm like, oh, I can touch my face now. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's dry. It's nice and clean, finally.
No, I feel that. Yeah. No, I do agree with you should be showering every day because you should be washing your body every day.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Why are white people so bad at this? You know what I mean?
White people really aren't good at cleaning themselves. Yeah.
What is up? Like, somebody that knows history will tell me. But even then, even if you compare at the same time, like people are like, "Well, it goes back to this time," and blah blah blah. And it's like, people were shitting in the street,
and we did learn to not do that actually. So why can't we learn to
But then also there were previous societies that had that used gravity for aqueducts, and I'm not talking about Romans. I'm not talking about Roman aqueduct. I'm talking about earlier, and so I just don't understand why we forgot.
Yeah, where did that knowledge lose?
When did we lose that, and why are we bad at? Because then, every once, I don't know if you probably don't keep up with celebrity stuff.
Not real, depends, I guess. But
sometimes I'll see it. It's just Mila Kunis or some random celebrity. And it's usually a white passing or white celebrity with their kids will just say, "We don't shower ever. We never shower, and our kids never shower."
I have heard that.
We just buy 5 million baby wipes and just wipe our whole body or something, and then we shove them all down the toilet, and we buy a new toilet every time it breaks.
Yeah, because we're just making fucking the sludgebergs, whatever they're called,
and they'll smile and look at you and we don't stink. And I'm like, I fucking beg to differ.
Yeah.
I just fucking beg to differ. I don't know.
Listen, you can spray a bunch of perfume on yourself and let the perfume cover up the smelly parts, but doesn't mean you're clean. Stink. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta,
what are you talking about?
Yeah, you should be showering probably once a fucking day.
Yeah.
Especially if you're doing
sweaty stuff. Even if you're in a tropical climate, you gotta.
If you live in a fucking swamp like we do, yeah.
I don't shower nearly as much as I should, but
counter argument, you are also inside most of the time,
and I am very, 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 very
sedentary.
Stationary. Yeah. But I will still wake up. I haven't done shit. I sleep. I wake up. I'm sweaty.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
That's nothing stopping that.
Just nothing stopping that. It's just hot.
Yeah.
So it just is what it is.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine going consistently and then saying with a straight face and going outside.
Isn't there also going outside
on
and then...
Graham Norton sitting on Graham Norton's couch and saying to his face, I never shower. I just wipe myself down with baby wipes. Which is, honestly, I'm depressed. I've done a spit and polish, as my family calls it.
Yeah.
Where you don't do a full shower, you just, wipe yourself down with a washcloth and stuff.
But I will say, you're also actually using soap when you do that,
yes,
if I'm not mistaken.
Use like a baby wipe.
You're not using Dial fucking hand soap to fucking your...
But I'm not trying to, people that do that, I'm not trying to shit on them.
No,
I'm saying if that's, the only way you shower...
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand it.
I don't understand it either. That's fair.
That's what I mean. I'm not saying that's shitty.
I will say, too, isn't that the reason why, and with hair products specifically,
yeah,
isn't that why there's so many, not just shampoo, but, you got your conditioner, you got your sprays or whatever.
Yeah.
Isn't that supposed to kind of undo the potential damage maybe of losing the oils in your hair?
I have no clue.
Because it could just be a marketing gimmick. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. But I feel like every single conditioner ad I've ever seen is no more dead ends, no more split ends or dead hair or whatever.
Honestly, the whole thing is a mystery to me.
Feels like it's a racket.
Yeah, because I've been I have brothers, so I've had to on Thanksgiving go and take a shower at my brother's place, and I forgot to bring in my shampoo, so I'll have to use their Old Spice 17-in-1. And it's one bottle and I have to search for it. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on, bud? Why are you using this?
Yeah.
And I'll have to use that. And then I come out and I feel really still dirty, even though I took a whole shower. But then I'm also I don't really have that many products. I've been on the flip side where I'll go over to your mom or someone, and then they'll pull out 15 things.
Yeah, there's a lot of product. Yeah.
I'm like, it's very nice. Thank you for saying I could use all it. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, so I'll just stick to shampoo and conditioner for myself right now. Yeah.
One time, someone gave me a body scrub for my birthday, which I will tell you is how you know you're stinky. Is how you know you're stinky is when
I didn't do that, right? Did I do that? Okay.
No, it was. I'll tell you later. But
okay,
it was an acquaintance gave me a body scrub. It was an expensive body scrub, and I was like, "You can do this." I didn't even know you could do this. I didn't know. What the fuck? This is just because I've been neglected.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Yeah.
What you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it?
This is the majority of time I'm buying shampoo is at the dollar store with my father.
Yeah, and
that's my knowledge.
Yeah, and I will say, as a guy, I definitely was not brought up, even with long hair. Yeah. I only know shit because of my sisters and mom. So
you have crazy long hair. I feel like your hair, you take care of it very well.
I try to, yeah.
Every time we go to a hairdresser, they're always like, holy crap, this is amazing.
Meanwhile, every time I'm at home, I'm like, this is the thinnest hair ever. I'm going to go bald tomorrow.
This is the other thing. Thin hair, complaining about thin hair. Some people just have thin hair.
Yeah. It's going to happen. Yeah.
My hair is thin, but it's thick because I have a lot of it.
Yeah, I do not have a lot of hair. I'll be honest. I do think, it feels very light.
Yeah,
yeah,
which is crazy because your dad is bald. But he on purpose.
Yeah, because I think he has the baldness technically where it's super
okay,
and that'll happen to me one day. So get ready for that, y'all.
I don't know. You've had that same amount of hairline since I met you.
True, yeah, it hasn't really changed.
It has not moved, so you might just have that the rest of your life.
Oh, God, only hope.
I mean, I don't know. I think it looks fine.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Because you hide it with the long hair, yeah. Anyway, wash your hair.
Wash your hair.
If you want to. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Do whatever. I just want to know information, and I know our audience
Leave
has
your comments down below about hair, please.
I want to know why people are so bad at that.
I wonder what she would think about this.
I still don't know. I don't know. Maybe
I come
I'm
from
just
a long line of hairdressers, and I don't know shit.
Maybe I'm just not. This is not my jam.
Not your fucking place. Fucking.
Maybe I'm just bad at beauty stuff. I'm fine with that.
You're not giving into the system, man.
No, I'm just bad at it. Multiple women in my life have been like, "Oh no, you just haven't been taught," and then they tell me, and I'm like, "No,
not my speed." Fair, I get that.
I know enough to go to a wedding.
Yeah, that's and honestly, I feel like that's kind of all you really need in life.
Yeah,
yeah. Solved it though, man.
Yeah, solved it.
Am I the asshole for putting conditions on how much I'll pay for my daughter's college, depending on what she majors in?
I guess. I don't know. That's what I'm leaning towards, but I'm a creative motherfucker, so. I don't know.
My wife and I are fortunate enough to be in a position where we can pay for our daughter's college education. The issue is what she wants to major in. She's interested in things like theater, art, and other creative fields.
Yeah.
I told her I'm concerned about spending a significant amount of money on a degree that may not give her many stable career options after graduation.
And the stable career options of a different major would be...
Please list them, please. Thank you, yeah.
Accountant. Okay.
Probably about it.
Yeah.
We actually sat down together and looked at potential careers, salaries, and job opportunities associated with some of the majors she's considering. From what we found, I wasn't convinced the cost of the degree made financial sense. So I gave her a choice. If she chooses a major with a reasonably clear path towards stable, gainful employment, my wife and I will pay 100% of her tuition. If she decides she wants to pursue one of the creative majors she's interested in, I'll still contribute, but only up to the equivalent of in-state public university tuition. She wants to attend a private school, so she would be responsible for the difference through scholarships, working, or student loans. My reasoning is pretty simple. I'm willing to invest heavily in her education, but I don't think being able to afford something automatically means I should pay for it regardless of the potential return. She absolutely hated this. She told me that making her take out loans when we have the ability to pay is unfair and would put her at a disadvantage starting her adult life. I told her that graduating with an expensive degree that doesn't provide enough income to support herself could also put her at a disadvantage. That did not help my case. My wife thinks I'm being too rigid, and most of my family thinks I'm an asshole. Their argument is that college should be about finding something you're passionate about, not just maximizing your future salary.
Okay.
I understand that argument. I also think there's a difference between supporting your kids' dreams and writing a blank check for them. For context, I'm a 39-year-old high school biology teacher, and my wife works in healthcare. We're not wealthy. We've just been fortunate and planned ahead enough that paying for college is something we can realistically do.
Okay.
So, internet strangers, am I the asshole for putting conditions on how much I'm willing to pay based on what my daughter chooses to major in? Additional context.
Okay.
I had a $3 million inheritance. We paid off our home and live very frugally. Our kids don't know about the inheritance.
Well, that just threw a hole. I was gonna do like a whole nuanced take on this.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
That additional context was not in the original post.
That
was apparently
so
a
insane.
comment and then later was added on, if I'm not mistaken.
You're the asshole for having that money.
They're not wealthy.
I'm not wealthy. I had a $3 million inheritance. What is wrong with you? I mean, okay. Putting that aside.
Let's put that aside for 3 seconds.
That changes everything, but let's just put that aside for a second. Because I will say, I went to college. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I did know that I wanted to do music performance. I don't do that anymore, and it wasn't really the thing that I really wanted to do. It's what I thought I wanted to do
at the time
when I went into college. And I was told my entire childhood, hey, you're not going to make a lot of money. You might not even get a job. Even if you're really good, you're probably not going to get a job doing this because, I mean, it's a very specialized thing.
And I will say, too, I think there's a commonly with a lot of creative jobs, and I'm willing to bet with music, it's probably a little bit more like tighter and harsher on that front where it's like, you know, trying to join like an orchestra or something like that.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, like even when I was growing up, for sure, the idea of like writing as a career.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely came across like, are you sure?
I feel like though my family supported me in that they were like, you could.
Fair,
and they paid for like my instrument and my my lessons for sure. And like drove me places and like that I would say is the support I got, which I think I will admit is like a lot of support.
And I will say, me living at home was definitely a lot of support.
Yeah, for sure. And I wanted to go to a very specific public school because they had a really good major music program. And I didn't get in, and I thought if I just went there and I could worm my way in, I would be able to do it. Realized I really hated it because that culture there is really bad. Which I've been validated throughout my life by other people that have come from there and have like severe like whiplash came out, and everyone was like, oh, yeah, that's FSU essentially. So I've done that, and then I just went home and went to community college, which would have saved me a ton of money. And I had maybe the best experience I could have had being a music major. Yeah. And I still didn't end up doing it. But a lot of people I do know that did that and applied themselves and went to spend 2 years at a public community college for music, then went to a private university to finish their degree, are extremely successful. Many of my peers have done that and are doing projects, and some are supporting themselves, some are teachers, and also play in orchestras and have done many different things. So it fully depends on like what industry she's in. If she wants to do theater, I don't know. I don't know too much about theater, but I feel like if going private is kind of the way you want to go, right? Because that's where
a little bit. That's the kind of, and I will say I'm not a big fan of a lot of private colleges, mostly because we live in Orlando and Full Sail exists, and that's there are specific ones. Like I would say even like say you didn't get into Juilliard, but you got into that other one. I don't remember which one.
Berkeley.
Berkeley, I've heard of.
You got into Berkeley, and that's still it's okay, but it's a common joke that a lot of people that have a lot of money will go to Berkeley for their music degree instead of a conservatory.
Oh, okay.
When you probably would have better
learning lessons. Yeah.
And it's like, okay, do you want to be Lin-Manuel Miranda or Ben Platt? Or do you want to be a person that works in a symphony? And it's like, there's one Lin-Manuel Miranda, there's one Ben Platt. And a lot of people don't like them and think that maybe they don't deserve all the hype that they have. Yeah. And then there are a lot more jobs that, at least comparatively to one guy. Yeah,
and a symphony or
So, I mean, that's the difference. But I mean, with those creative things, I think a lot of people don't know that. And it's not their fault for not knowing that. It's information that's very gatekept, I think. But yeah, you probably do want to go to a private college for stuff like that.
But especially if there's like colleges where like, it's going to be probably really expensive, but it's typically like you're not only getting probably a better education, but like if you're getting a lot more opportunities, a lot more contact, shit like that. Yeah.
And I think also it's good realistically to sit down and show like what your career path would be. Cause I mean, I think that's always good. At Valencia Community College, they make you do that. In a new student experience.
They tried to like, even for like a creative field, like technically my degree would have been an associate's in science.
Yeah, but they still made you do that.
Yeah, and because like what is it? Video editing, is a job that's relatively common. Yeah. Especially nowadays, so more like not even just like movies, TV, but like digital content, right? Yeah. So I think it's very valid if you look at whatever you want to do and see jobs in it or around it, because there are a lot more jobs probably than you're aware of.
Yeah. And I think also being realistic about it, like with your community, if you want to stay, if you have to move, what that would take, all of that stuff, where you have to go, as well as being like, oh, you don't have to move to Hollywood. You could go somewhere else, like Atlanta, Miami, something like that. And it's like, or New York for sure. But I don't know. It's like, there's two minds of it. Is a lot of people will just say, no, that will never happen to you. Don't do the eye in the sky thing. And I don't know. I always think about Ben Stiller talking to, oh my God, what's his name? Barry.
Oh, Bill Hader?
Yeah, Bill Hader. When Bill Hader was in some sort of improv troupe in the middle of nowhere, and Ben Stiller showed up to do like a talk, or something, or did some comedy there. And Ben Stiller went up to Bill Hader and was like, hey, you're really funny. I believe in you. And Ben Stiller was like, everyone needs one guy that sticks up for somebody else. Like every person that Ben Stiller had met him being a kind of nepotism baby in the industry.
Yeah.
It was like everybody needs one person to stick up for them and give them at least the confidence to just say, hey, I think you can make it.
Yeah.
Because I think we get too caught up in, no, you're not going to make it.
Oh, yeah.
I could never make it. Maybe I will if I'm lucky. And thinking that too much, you can shoot yourself in the foot with your opportunities.
Yeah.
1,000%. But then also, like, I think being realistic about it shows you, like, oh, yeah, that's a path for sure.
No, exactly. Yeah. I feel like being realistic about it can actually make you more, like, optimistic, weirdly, where it's like, oh, I see that there's other shit here. Yeah.
I really like drawing. My parents are like, I'm not going to be the fucking Van Gogh, fucking Michelangelo painter, but I could make ads.
I can do free, like get into marketing or something. Yeah,
I could get into marketing.
And I will say, if you're worried about the price of a private versus an in-state community college, wouldn't you also like maybe instead of being like, I'm not going to pay for this, be like, let's look at other colleges maybe and see if there's similar programs that might give you similar opportunities. Yeah. But I will say, if it's a really good private, I can understand.
Yeah, like there's a reason for those sometimes. Yeah. Like it's not all a complete racket, especially when it comes to creative industries. Something I will say that I regret personally, as someone that went to college and moved around a lot and changed my majors a lot, is doing that. Like a lot of people will say that's for where you explore and you find out. You should know a little bit of what you want to do before you go to college.
I mean, some people take the gap year, like from high school, take a year off and then college. Yeah.
Which even that's supposed to have intentionality about what you want to do in your life. A gap year.
Yeah.
So like, I recommend that instead because, I don't know. I wasted a lot of fucking money.
I also wasted a lot of money. Yeah.
And that is one of my biggest regrets as an adult. And loans are always going to be a regret. So that shit, like, I will say before the $3 million showed up in the story,
which
everyone was making valid points. Some are maybe a little bit uninformed, like especially about creative fields. But the daughter didn't sound insane.
No, not at all. Yeah.
Like, it is realistic for that type of thing.
In a Reddit story where you're always trying to make yourself look as good as possible, you didn't say some shit like, she thinks she's going to be the next Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
You know, like, you didn't even,
give me my money now, Dad.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't do any of that.
And the argument more is like, I mean, if we have the money.
Why not?
Yeah.
And that's a real argument.
And you can be like, well, we can't sometimes you don't just spend money for the sake of spending money or whatever, right?
Right. Like on college.
The
I gotta buy Mercedes Benzes.
God damn it.
Or something.
Listen,
I have to invest in AI.
Yeah. Have you seen the NVIDIA stocks?
They're going up. Up, it's our moment.
Yeah.
Golden.
But $3 million inheritance.
Yeah, you're an asshole, man. I don't know. I think anyone says they got a $3 million inheritance, I'm looking at them like they're an asshole.
What are you doing with that money?
Unless they're fucking Citizen Kane, I don't know. They're shoveling it all back into like malaria funding or something. I don't fucking know, man. No, honey, we have to solve cancer. Okay, NTA.
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
Is that no? Oh, okay.
YTA.
Yeah.
I'm not rich enough to give a good response. Yeah, send your daughter to fucking theater school, man. What the fuck? What else are you gonna do?
Right. I feel like it's interesting too to recognize, like, not even recognizing your own privilege because you didn't put it in the first place.
No.
But then you're also like, I don't recognize my privilege. Therefore, my daughter doesn't get any privilege either. That little fucking brat.
Which, I mean, I kind of get, but it sounds like she's so level-headed in the post. Which, if you're trying to make the post sound good for you, she would sound crazy.
But she doesn't.
I'm assuming she is level-headed. Otherwise, there's no possible way for me to know I'm a stranger.
Yeah.
You know, but if she is very level-headed about it, I don't see what's wrong with that.
Yeah.
Because also, it's not like these creative, you get no skills.
No, you'll learn shit.
Like, this is a skill. Plus, also, what we're really going to pretend like every other... I mean, I made a joke about it during the post, but it is like every office skill is stable.
Yeah, no, literally, like...
No, the fuck is not.
If there's one thing that's...
Even STEM trade stuff isn't stable anymore, dude.
Yeah.
No jobs are fucking stable. Everybody's laying people off. Their shit sucks ass.
Yeah.
Economy fucking sucks.
We're going into a recession. I mean, if you feel like you know what you want to do, might as well go for it. Fuck it.
And if the argument is this is in America, this is overseas, send her to a conservatory.
Whatever, yeah.
Oh, no,
like
the economy isn't stable. We're in Venezuela. Venezuela's got the best fucking music programs ever.
Yeah.
Send her to a conservatory. That's a moneymaker. That's a moneymaker right now.
You want to talk about investments?
Do you know how many Bulgarian violinists I've met? One, they're the best violinist I've ever met.
But they're gonna
Send
show
them
up. Yeah.
to a conservatory, motherfucker. While you have the chance.
Yeah.
You could have a little Yo-Yo Ma on your hands, motherfucker. You could have a Nathan Lane.
Oh man, dude.
That's the only one I know.
A couple of, and
other
others.
than Lin-Manuel Miranda and Ben Platt. Send them.
Send them. Yeah.
Send them off. Ship them off to Creative College.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
God. Solved it?
Solved it.
It's so crazy that lead was buried.
That was insane.
That $3 million
I was so like,
lead.
this is actually interesting. We could talk about this. And then
we did still talk about it interestingly as if that didn't exist, but we made sure to come back.
Because there are a lot of people that don't have $3 million that need
people
this
stuff. Who are working in healthcare or are teachers that are probably not getting paid what they deserve.
What do I do with my kid that wants to be a musician or an artist or something? I don't know what to do. That's a very valid... It's a very real thing that's happening.
Yeah.
And you don't have the people that have grown up doing that and what their regrets are and what they would recommend.
Yeah. So, you know.
Anyway, speaking of education, right?
Oh, no.
This is Ten Denton.
God damn it.
AI ruining education is a good thing.
This is going to have an uphill battle. If I've ever done here an uphill battle, I'm seeing an uphill battle for this one.
This one makes me wiggly.
Okay, it's making you wiggly. Okay.
Probably one of my most unpopular opinions out there, but a lot of people are very concerned about what AI will do to education, how students will cheat their way through school, and how they won't learn anything. But honestly, I don't think that's a bad thing.
Okay.
In some fields, there are already talks about how hiring agencies take degrees after 2023 less seriously because they can't be sure that the student actually did any work in uni. And yeah, right now, that's genuinely horrible. But...
That's a strong butt. That's a strong butt coming.
I think this will cause us to rethink how we teach and train students and will be forced to reform our education system.
How?
I live in La La Land. My favorite movie. Which is...
Everybody sings and dances.
Which is something we have desperately needed for like at least 15 years at this point. If this finally makes the current god-awful model unsustainable, then fine by me.
Okay.
Burn it all down. Because all the complaints about AI are things students already did. It was just harder. Instead of AI quickly throwing together a presentation, they just quickly copied stuff from Wikipedia. Same with essays and writings. Now it became easier to do it, but the problem existed beforehand. With the internet and unlimited information in your pockets, traditional teaching models didn't make any sense, and especially homeworks and home projects lost their purpose.
Meanwhile, LLMs literally have the word learning in them.
Checkmate, atheist.
Checkmate, atheist.
Like, I had to do so much presentations in school. That was before AI, and I learned absolutely nothing from it.
Why would you admit that?
It's my favorite part of the story.
I said 5 minutes ago.
I'm fucking dumb as
I
rock.
went to college. I spent
AI.
a lot of money.
Questions.
I still learned shit at college. Even though I recognize I spent too much fucking money on shit that I did not.
Oh, fuck. Oh, okay.
I didn't realize the 10th dentist is always the dumbest dentist. I didn't realize this.
Like, I had to do so much I'm not editing this. I had to do so much presentations in school. That was before AI. And I learned absolutely nothing from it.
Batman couldn't get that out of me.
Not a single thing. I forgot every presentation I did. Same for homeworks. They're useless in the modern age, and AI might finally push us back to stronger in-classroom learning and pop quizzes with 1Z and oral tests and lots of in-classroom exercises and even brand new ways of education that I'm honestly happy about. Same goes for university, because, oh my god, universities are even worse. You pay an ungodly amount of money just to go to a lecture when you don't learn a single thing.
What?
And get assigned books and instead have to teach yourself at home? Then why am I paying all this money? If university degrees become meaningless because of AI, people won't go to university, and universities will absolutely suffer a huge financial blow from that, and they will have no choice but to completely rethink their education models so that once again they will produce actually knowledgeable professionals. I'm not an AI evangelist, and of all things considered, I lean negative on my views of AI. Wow. This is our brethren.
This is land of contrast, this guy.
But honestly, this is one thing I don't mind, that it finally fully exposed the long existing problems with our education in a way that makes it genuinely unsustainable to not change them.
Yeah, I can tell you didn't learn anything in college. That's
genuinely,
crazy.
like with an E. Sorry to make fun of grammar. I usually don't do that, but when you're saying that you want to burn the education system to the ground and you don't know anything,
and like you're giving,
I do want to point it out.
I mean, and to be fair, also, like, you would probably know how to make a better argument if you paid a little bit more attention.
Yeah.
So, okay, because is this guy, this fucker, are they saying like that because they cheated and didn't learn anything in college, it's super cool
that AI is exposing?
It's just making it easier instead of harder, like it was hard for me.
Yeah.
So he's weirdly, I don't know what this guy believes in. I think is my main problem here.
I think he just hates learning. That's the one thing I get.
I think, yeah.
School was boring. AI I hate school because it was boring. AI will ruin school. That's good for me.
That's awesome.
Because I don't like it. Because it was boring.
I don't want to go to class. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's so much.
I mean, okay. And it is also like, I feel very much like, I know there's an audience listening to this and there's people that will respond that are not OP, but it does feel like if someone told me this, I'd be like, why would I even explain it to you? Because you're not even gonna listen.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
because my thing is, okay, you're saying we gotta get rid of the system. What's the system you're gonna replace it with? Let's start there. Because most of the people who say we should replace education have an ulterior motive, which is only teach how to box up Amazon or learn homeschool and have
Christian
your
values, white supremacist values.
Yes, yeah.
Unlearning. Whatever that is.
Yeah.
Unschooling.
Which is also shitty because I can recognize that for some homeschoolers, you need to do homeschooling, you know?
Yeah, no,
but it's being co-opted by the right, you know?
Yeah, and it's like, well, I don't want gay in my school.
Yeah.
I don't want trans in my school, so I'm going to micromanage my kids, but also not pay attention to my kids at all.
And also not really teach them anything.
And also not teach them and neglect them by not teaching them anything.
Yeah.
So
I think it's also crazy to be like university is even worse when I feel like university is kind of like, I know that there's, you know, kids that are using AI to write their theses or whatever. And like, but I still think a lot of people are putting in the work to get a fucking PhD or a master's.
Yes. Yes.
Especially if they give a shit.
They're still useful.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like we've said, multiple people will get PhDs and masters and use that as their like call to authority, like a fucking
which that's, you know, I
Jordan
think that's
Peterson.
Yeah.
And it is like, we'll say like, yeah, I mean, you put in the work and then you get the degree. That doesn't necessarily mean you're smart.
Yeah, it at least shows that you are willing to do work. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's what that means. And then people will get upset. That's one of our things that we say that people get upset with us about. But because they say they kind of view everything as black and white. I'm saying there are smart people that don't have degrees.
And there are dumb people who do have degrees.
And that doesn't necessarily mean you're smart or you're whatever.
It's a piece of paper.
The quantity of your argument, the quality of your argument, that's what makes what determines whether or not I think you're smart or dumb. That's what I mean. I'm not saying don't get a PhD or a master's.
If you want to get a PhD or a master's, go ahead. Yeah, that's cool.
Yes, I will think it's higher of you than people that don't because you have.
However, if you start talking bullshit,
if you start saying no, that's not biology. I got a master's degree.
If you become Jordan Peterson, I do get to be a little bit like, what's going on?
Yeah, what's happening?
What's happening here?
Yeah.
So I mean, so that's. You can't stop being the Joker. I'm sorry. It's just I can we stop doing Joker shit?
Society.
Hey, society. Here's a mirror.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, the thing though about this that is so undeniably stupid is the generations of people that will not be educated will ruin everything else.
That's the thing. Yeah, where it's like
we're already seeing it. Like
And that's the thing, too, where it's like, I don't think AI was the undoing of education as it is right now. I think it was 2020 COVID and like how bad we were with like instituting lockdowns that would have allowed us to have more education. But because it was more, at home learning.
COVID response was not.
Yeah, that was where we really fucked up.
Yeah, it should have been we're definitely of the opinion there should have been a harder lockdown.
Yeah.
Which America didn't really even have one.
No, not at all. Yeah.
It is kind of crazy to see people
you had
talk
a little
about
bit
it.
more or less.
I didn't. I was never like, I don't think I ever stopped working. I stopped working for 2 weeks and it bankrupted me.
Yeah.
During COVID.
So I just feel like and this is the dumb part of it. You're simplifying a complex issue without actually explaining the issue and explaining a solution, Which
is what makes it hard to further explain. Like, I do wish, as much as I didn't like the Hank Green AI stuff, he has turned around and said that he won't use it anymore, which is good.
That's a win. Great. I take that as a win.
That is good. And I do think Hank Green does more good than harm.
Yeah.
Which is important, but I wish there was like a Hank Green or someone that would explain why education is important.
Because and that's another thing too. Like a skill is educating by itself.
Yeah,
being able to actually teach people things.
Teaching, like reaching people that don't want to learn, is an insane skill. That not a lot of people have. That a lot of people
amount of
do
patience
need.
You gotta have. Yeah,
like it's one of those things where like I think the majority of I think modern jobs are like middle managers, or some level of managing, and they all need to be able to teach.
Yes, I agree.
And not a lot of
not a lot of them. Yeah,
not a lot know how to do that. Even to the point where like I only realized this by watching NL. Streaming is teaching.
It can be, yeah.
In the concept of corralling children. And I only learned this because the way that he talks to his chat is the way he talks to his daughter. Because there's
just with a little more cursing, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about anymore. When I started watching him, there was a thing where he realized that his daughter could read on stream.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, hey, what does that word mean? Because he was trying to teach his daughter how to read. And she read it. And he was like, you can fucking read? Like, what the fuck? But his tone of voice, the entire chat was like, that's how he sounds when he talks to us. And then I started streaming because I was inspired by NL, as most gamers are.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is like corralling children.
Oh, fuck.
To the point where I even thought about pulling out the kindergarten stoplight thing. I told my chat that. They know. I was like, guys, you're getting to the yellow light.
Yeah, you guys are getting to the yellow light. You guys are trying to piss me the fuck off.
I'm about to put you on red light, okay? And then we're gonna go to just emotes.
Yeah.
We're going to just emote chat.
We're going to emote chat, yeah.
All right?
Sorry, y'all.
All right. I'm going to tell your parents when they come pick you up at the end of stream.
You're going to have to, yeah. So, I don't know. Education's important.
Yes.
And it shouldn't just be immediately destroyed and not, because you're not going to be able to replace it immediately, yeah.
Also, like, I mean, AI is a global thing.
True, yeah.
Not all education systems are horrible. I would say a lot of them are pretty bad. And a lot of them, there's a lack of freedom of information. But
it can be better than the alternative.
A lot of them are better than the American system.
True.
And so just because Americans created AI, did Americans create AI or was it others?
I don't know.
I actually don't know who created AI. Anyway, but whatever. I don't know. Just because you're speaking from your own country's point of view on whether or not you hate that shit doesn't mean everybody else deserves not having an education system, is all I'm saying.
I agree with that.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I probably had more to say, but I am hungry.
That's fair.
So
yeah.
I ran out of brain juice. Slurped it all up. My brain is dry.
Speaking of AI.
Oh, no.
r/podcasting.
I hate APWSTR.
Dude, can you imagine just reading a hate post that's like, I love AI.
We've never had a hate post, I think.
To give it time.
That isn't a review.
Yeah, true. That's fair. All right. r/podcasting. A client asked me to use AI to produce their podcast.
There's a lot of these.
I know. There's a lot of these. Yeah. TLDR, a client asked me to use AI to produce their daily podcast to, quote, save time and money. I run a small podcast production studio, and I've been working with this client since the beginning of the year producing their daily podcast. How it usually goes is that they come in 2 times a month to batch record all the episodes. We've been doing that for the past couple of months with no issues.
Okay.
Out of nowhere, the client tells me that they want to start producing the episodes with 11 labs, sends me a whole tutorial on how to do it, and tells me they're tired of coming in to record. They insist this way they can save money and time.
Is this an ad for 11 Labs?
I don't think so, because this is anti-AI.
Okay.
They insist this way they can save money and time. Of course, I'm aware of these tools, and my initial reaction was to reject it immediately and fight them about it. However, I was advised to do it anyway so I don't lose the client and that I should adapt or die. I don't really know how to handle this. Is this really where we are headed to?
You know what's great? I have seen the adapt or die messaging with people that are pro AI. So I do kind of think this is true. I mean, I've seen a lot of AI, like, they're like industry, like job sites for helping people with like thumbnails and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I've seen a lot of those that people are doing like news in your area. I think they are spurned probably by the ChatGPT guy, Sam Altman, saying he listens to a daily podcast about what his kids are up to. I don't know if you saw that.
I did. I think I have heard of that. Yeah.
On the way to picking his kids up from school, he listens to ChatGPT produce a podcast, an audio podcast of what's going on with his kids.
Yeah.
To help him with parenting. Because I guess he just can't be bothered, or
can't be fucked. Yeah,
I don't know.
Jesus, man,
fucking bleak. But there's a lot of these, that exist that are like daily, whatever. This is your news for Orlando.
Here's my thing too. Okay, so here's all the information that we have. Right?
Yeah,
2 times a month.
I know, that's awesome.
2 times a month.
These are 10-minute episodes, too.
They have to be, right?
For sure. All these daily ones are like 10, 15 minutes.
5 to 15 minutes, yeah. So, okay, let's assume 10 minutes, right? How many days are there in a month? 30. So 300 minutes, that's
150. That's like
5 hours.
No, 150 minutes by 10 times 15 days.
Yeah, 150 minutes then, yeah.
Yeah, so
that's 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours
5
of
hours
recording.
a month is what I'm trying to say.
5 hours a month total of recording split up
2.5 hours. And you can't even do that?
I can't listen. We can't say that. We can't say that this is pussy shit. We can't say nut up or shut up. We record too much. We do 6 hour sittings.
Yeah.
Or sometimes 3. We've had to do that. Cut it up.
Yeah, so, cut it up into 3, yeah.
It is kind of pussy shit.
It is. I'm sorry.
I'm recording most times of the
because you're
in the booth.
Get in the fucking booth.
Get in the fucking podcast.
Because here's my thing
booth.
too, right? Because this is very clearly not something that is you need to be up to the minute, right? Like this isn't like a news thing. This has to be some sort of generic.
No, they do that though.
I would say generic, but like educational or something, or here's a topic that I want to talk about.
Fucking knows it. 5 minutes of it could be I'm drinking a Miller Lite right now. What are sports up to? What sports?
Yeah.
Let's talk about fantasy football.
And so there's probably an angle of like timelessness to each episode.
I watched this episode of shit on my dick today.
Yeah, like finding anything. Yeah.
Just absolutely.
I will say I do feel like the concept of a daily podcast, from what I've seen other people do, does feel like people who are like business hucksters.
Yeah, they're not into podcasts.
Yeah, they're
they're into podcasts, quote unquote.
Yeah, they see podcasts as a marketing tool as opposed to a creative endeavor.
Which, I mean, we came to podcasts as a creative endeavor, and then we're awakened to the concept of it being a marketing tool.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh my God, what a fucking bunch of money we're sitting on.
Fuck.
What
right,
the fuck?
I gotta figure it out. Bombas.
Fuck.
So like that's my thing where it's like, it's very you don't want to do 5 hours of work a month.
That's crazy. I feel bad for not wanting to do 5 hours of work a week. when I do more than that as well.
Like, I'm trying to even think, like, are you genuinely busy?
And they're not even editing because they're not even producing the show.
They're doing a production studio. I assume they're doing the actual editing.
They're not setting up the set.
So then what? Okay, so then you're switching. So then you're also switching from doing that to making the production studio use an AI to write, I assume, the script, and then also get your audio
for more money.
Yeah, like. No, what are you fucking like? What are you?
That tickles me. That tickles me pink, dude.
I totally believe this is real. But
I absolutely do. That's so funny.
I'm just like
adapt or die,
and then also being like, you gotta take this client.
Well, because then the production studio is probably like, well, then I could take 10 of these and probably make 10 times my money
too.
Yeah.
If that guy already has the idea of doing AI, do it yourself. But that's too much.
Can you imagine paying somebody else to prompt for you?
Dude, you lost.
Yeah.
You lost the game of humanity.
At us like, oh, you're always burnt out and you're always doing this shit, which I will say we've been doing better.
Doing a little bit better. All right, listen, hey.
Yeah.
We're planning out one day off next month, but at least it's planned.
Well, a week off, yeah.
Week off, fuck.
Yeah. I mean, that is part of it. Like, when you do so little work, only one thing comes out per week.
Yeah.
You're missing a week.
Yeah.
Instead of a day.
True.
But it is like, you kind of force yourself to have like a work hard, play hard mentality. Yeah. Except sans cocaine and drinking.
Fucking yeah, what are we doing, Roz? Yeah.
Anyway.
So, I don't know. Just like... I think it's so funny.
That's
someone was
fucking
like, I don't want to do work.
It's like, I know my job isn't working, and then somebody else is doing less than me. At the same, I can make fun of it too because it's podcasting.
Yeah, it's literally
that's what I do.
Our theoretical, literal coworkers.
Anyone can make fun of podcasting, but I especially can.
Yes.
And you're doing less shit. Get in the fucking booth, man.
Get in the fucking booth.
Teeth. You gotta cut your teeth, dog.
I don't even know how long we've been recording for today, but
I don't even remember. I had a bowl of cereal. That's it. That's fucking it. I feel like I'm gonna faint soon.
We've probably been in this room for 4 hours.
That's crazy. It feels like 8. But
3.5 hours to 4 hours, I'm willing to bet. Because we were supposed to start at 3. It's 7:15 right now.
That's so crazy.
And
even everyone we've ever collabed with is better at podcasting than that guy.
Yeah, solved it.
Get in the booth.
Get
cut
in the
your
fucking
teeth.
booth.
YTA.
Cut it, YTA. Get in the goddamn booth.
Automatic YTA until you cut your teeth enough that you become NTA. Oh, that's so funny,
dude.
I'm gonna go bar for bar.
5 hours. Guys, it would actually be 6 hours because they would pause the recording and then.
Yeah.
You're so right. I'm sorry, guys.
You're so right. Anyway, this is from r/coworker stories.
Oh no.
My coworker was fired after 2 shifts due to multiple complaints.
Okay, what are the complaints? 2 shifts is crazy.
My first job was a graveyard shift at Target while they performed a complete remodel of the store. One night I was clocking in when I noticed a new face standing in the doorway to the break room, waving his hand back and forth, trying to get motion sensor for the light to recognize him. Oh no, relatable. Dumbfounded, I watched him for a few moments before he finally gave up, muttered something about the light not working, and walked away. The light did work. He just wasn't far enough into the room for it to sense him. This was my introduction to a man all called Derek, who looked and acted as if he was an antagonistic character from a sitcom, who is written to be as dislikable as possible.
Okay.
He looked to be in his mid to late 20s, white, skinny, had short, black, spiky hair, piercings, and overall dressed like a Portland hipster.
Oh, no.
As the night went on, he increasingly got on everyone's nerves with his abrasive and indignant attitude. I was returning from backstock when I came across him and another coworker, who I'll call Gary because I can't remember his name, relatable as well, talking about each other's tattoos. Gary was trying to be nice, showing genuine interest in Derek's terrible choice in body art, and Derek responded by insulting one of Gary's tattoos, after which the mood completely changed.
That's crazy, getting complimented and then being like,
yours suck. That's crazy. And Gary, who was visibly insulted, had a look of pure contempt on his face as Derek walked away. Immediately after, Derek had a brief interaction with 2 other coworkers where he asked which one of them was Chrissy and which one of them was Christy before making some degrading joke about it not mattering, which once again clearly offended both of them. Never before in my life had I seen someone so quickly turn everyone around them against them in a matter of a few minutes. I didn't see much of him for the rest of that shift. In fact, the last I saw of him, he was messing around with the glassware he was supposed to be moving.
What is happening?
Like, what do you just go into a job and just
start fucking shit up for everybody?
Shit up? I ended up calling in the next night, and by the time I returned, he was gone. According to my coworker Larry, shout out Larry, Derek, over the course of 24 hours, racked up so many individual complaints that our supervisor fired him on the spot, which caused Derek to freak out, cuss everyone out, and storm out of the building to thankfully never be seen again.
Did he ever figure out the light?
Probably not. That's probably what
did
tipped
he open
him
up
off.
the emergency door and just let the alarm go?
Why is it so loud? I was 18 at the time, and I still sometimes think about that night and what Derek taught me to never be as insufferable and obnoxious as him.
That's fair, man.
You got a crazy coworker story, Joshua?
I feel like every coworker I've ever worked with
is only
slowly became crazy as I worked with them.
It is rare that they show up and they're immediately like, oh, okay. All right, bud.
Yeah, like that's, which makes me feel like conspiratorially, like, is this like some sort of weird revenge to get back at like the manager or something? Like,
it's probably like, my mom made me get this job. A lot of these big box store ones, a lot of people in the comments will be like, yeah, like a teenager will be forced to get a job by their mom, and then they'll try to get fired.
Late 20s is what they said, right?
Could be.
I mean, okay, yeah,
that
you're right.
Someone forced him to get a job, and they didn't want to work. I mean, who knows?
I just,
but I only say that because of other stories.
That's true.
That young people don't want to work anymore.
No one wants to work anymore. So,
no.
But I don't know if I have a really. The only coworker I feel like I've ever, because like, oh god,
the punching one, right?
That's the only one that really like everyone at the convention center, little crazy.
A little bit.
I remember one.
They're Florida people.
They're Florida people, of course.
They're all a little crazy.
And they weren't working specifically food service, so they were hiding in the shadows. This was second shift hiding in the shadows.
Yeah.
When I was at Universal, everyone was pretty much chill. There was one guy that was really chill. There was one guy that I will say was weird to another coworker to the point where they couldn't work together in the same place.
Yeah.
I think there might have been like one or two people like that.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Yeah. Disney, everyone just left after the college program ended, so I quit then. I don't think, other than the guy getting punched, I will say there was one time a coworker of mine, like I was leaving, I think, or something was up. Like it was the end of the shift. We were talking. Don't remember the context of the conversation. I do remember him winking at me right at the end. And then I was...
Sometimes people
do be winking. And like, listen, I was just like... You've never done this before.
Yeah.
We're a year into working together.
I don't know, man. My mom would just wink at people when she was eating.
Really?
Yeah, she'd just be eating and then she'd just go. And it was like, I told her many times, I was like, Mom, can you stop? That's making me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
She'd be like, I literally don't control it. Like, I just wink.
Maybe.
I just want to wink when I'm eating. I don't know what it is.
But I don't
know.
Yeah.
But maybe it meant something.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know.
I will say the coworker that got punched was a little bit of a like know-it-all for sure.
Oh yeah.
But like a know-it-all that,
I mean, he thought he could flirt with the guy that punched him's daughter,
who actually didn't know shit. All right, listen, as someone who is a certified know-it-all,
exactly.
Yeah, I'm again. Everyone besides me is stupid.
Yeah.
I think like he was annoying in that way. Mm. I think that's the type of person that is the most annoying, right? It's either someone who thinks they know everything or someone who thinks they're above it and then treats everyone else like garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew one guy and I didn't dislike him. Mm. He was chill. It was when I worked at the airport, like a lot of us played guitar. And so we would all sit around. It was like two old guys and then me. Mm. And then, we were talking about playing guitar and like, rock musicians that we liked because it's old guys.
Yeah,
you know, and we just kind of sit around and talk. And they were silly. They were from they worked for Thomas Cook, the airplane
manufacturer.
It was a company.
Okay,
an airline that went just bankrupt overnight and then fired everyone, like laid off the entire fucking company, and so they were laid off, and like the next day they showed up at our company because the airport was like, can you hire these people?
Please, love of God, yeah.
And they were chill. They were really cool because they were very charismatic because they worked for airlines and were very like forward facing. One of them was an asshole one of them was an asshole, but found out later, you know. So we were all hanging out, and then this new guy shows up, and he's this young guy, and he plays guitar. And so I was like, oh, dude, fucking join the guitar club, man. We're going to make a fucking airport band or something. I don't know. But he was my shadow for the first day that he was there. And he was just really energetic. It was very funny. He was like kind of exhausting, but it was like it was a forward facing position. So
you gotta have the Disney 10 decibels higher than normal.
Like, I wasn't good at that because I'm not very energetic, but like I would.
Because it wasn't beaten into you when you were 18 like me. I'm
just a fucking sloth of a person. I don't know. I just love being calm the majority of my life other than this podcast. But so I was like, it was hard to teach him or whatever, you know, and all this stuff. The next day he comes back and he does all this other stuff and he's with somebody else. And that person is like, this guy is pissing me off. Like, what the fuck? And then he doesn't show up the third day. And everyone was like, we think he was on drugs for the past 48 hours. Like, they were all like, we think he's addicted to cocaine. And I was like, I didn't notice anything, but also I've never done cocaine, and I'm notoriously bad at knowing when people are on drugs.
I can't read people, yeah.
So maybe, I don't know, but I got pulled into it. They were like, do you have his number? Where is he? He just never showed up. We have to send a wellness check on him. And so they spread this giant rumor that this guy was like a cocaine addict and was constantly going to the bathroom to do cocaine. To which he was kind of always going to the bathroom. And I was like,
some of us got shy blood. Listen,
so was everyone else. The job sucked ass. We were all fucking hitting up the bathroom.
Yeah.
You kidding me? So I was like, okay, next week they finally send the wellness check. He's at home playing video games.
So it's just like a regular ass.
Yeah, he was pissed. It was just like, I didn't like that job. It was a shitty job. And it was.
Honestly, awesome.
Honestly, baller.
He put the facade up for a few days, realized I can't do this anymore, and then I'm going to go play some Grand Theft Auto.
Maybe he was addicted to drugs. I have no idea. I have no clue. But he seemed like a chill guy.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So funny.
But there was like the one time that there was like a guy showed up for 2 days, left.
Yeah.
And everyone was freaking out.
I feel like, like the only times I think people were like there for not too long, they weren't dicks about it. They were just like, nah, I just fucking hate this.
I don't like this, yeah.
And honestly, I'd be like, fair.
Yeah.
I get it. If you want to quit, I get it.
Yeah.
I ain't stopping you.
There's one time a coworker drove me home because I didn't have a car. And he was like, you coming back tomorrow? And I was like, yeah. I was like, good on you. And then he just didn't come back the next day. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I didn't come back the next
stranger,
day. I was like, yeah, this one sucks. You're right. This is a scam.
Yeah, fuck this shit. Yeah.
Oh, so funny.
Crazy, man.
God bless.
God bless. Anyway, solved it. Fuck that guy.
Solved it. Fuck that guy.
I would just don't be mean when you leave, and that's it, you know?
Yeah.
All right. Final story of the night, I believe.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Just remembering the people that are in our lives for 2 days and then leave.
That's my role in the story.
You'll always be remembered.
In the main story, that's my life. Some people come in, give me wisdom, and then they disappear, never to be seen again.
Yeah.
And they don't exist outside of this one interaction I had with them. All right, final story of the night.
Yeah.
For fair warning, a little bit hardcore.
Oh.
But not, I don't think it's that. I do have a backup one.
Okay.
So I'm going to save that. Yeah.
Okay.
Would I be the asshole if I told my mother-in-law I don't want her moving to our dream town?
Who's the backup one? Can you imagine if I was like immediately, fuck this? No, you go ahead.
Okay. Listen, whenever you press the button, Sarah.
Yeah.
Press the violet.
Okay. Yeah.
Or if you want to use violin as a joke. Fuck, what's a good safe? Pineapple. Say pineapple. Or say you don't want to do this.
Can you read the fucking story so I can put a piece in the oven?
1 second, yeah.
Okay.
My husband, 30 male, and I, 30 female, moved to State A a few years ago. Shortly afterward, my in-laws moved there too. Eventually, we both got remote jobs, so we started talking about where we actually wanted to build our life.
Mm-hmm.
For our entire 6-year marriage, we've dreamed of moving to a little coastal town we'll call Beach Town. We've vacationed there for years, honeymooned there, and both love it. It is our dream.
Mm.
Last year, we told my in-laws we were seriously considering moving there. In that same conversation, my mother-in-law announced that she felt, quote, God was telling her that they needed to move there too.
Oh, no.
They had never even visited.
Oh, no.
We tried to roll with it and all went to Beach Town to look at apartments.
Good.
The trip was bizarre. They followed us everywhere we went instead of making their own plans. When I suggested they explore for a few hours while we looked at apartments, my mother-in-law started sobbing and hugged us like we were abandoning her.
You lived not in the same state, I assume.
They lived on the same state, and then they moved to the same state too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole trip felt suffocating. They mostly just followed us around like silent ghosts and didn't contribute to conversation or even try to have fun. My husband and I left thinking, we absolutely do not want to move there with them.
Yeah.
So we moved back to our home state instead. They followed us there too.
Oh.
At least there are 5 of my husband's siblings nearby, so we figured it's less pressure on us. A few weeks ago, I privately mentioned to my sister-in-law that Beach Town is still on the table for us. We still think about it constantly, but I didn't tell my in-laws. A few days later, my mother-in-law randomly asked us, are you guys thinking about moving to Beach Town when your lease is up? Then she said, we've wanted to live there for 6 years. That's always been the plan. I was so angry I had to leave the room and threw up in the bathroom.
Oh, Jesus.
This is probably the hardcore part coming up, just a warning. For context, my father-in-law has cheated on her repeatedly for 30 years, and sometimes I wonder if she's vicariously living through us.
Oh.
I obviously can't know that, but she frequently copies our plans while my father-in-law seems completely indifferent and just goes along with her.
Jesus.
We've told them that if we eventually move to Beach Town, we don't want them basing their plans around ours. Their response, quote, we aren't following you, we're following God.
What?
And honestly, that makes me even angrier. It feels incredibly insulting to have our 6-year dream repeatedly hijacked and then be just told it's, quote, God. I know we don't own Beach Town. I can't tell them where they can live. I just want some space. I don't want to feel reasonable for uprooting their lives again. Can't a girl have a little whimsy and adventure without her mother-in-law coming around and killing the vibe?
That's the question, ain't it? That's the question of life, ain't it?
Would I be the asshole if I bluntly told her that we really don't want them moving there with us? I already know she'll cry.
I mean, sounds like if you leave the room, she'll cry. It sucks she's getting cheated on.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's your problem.
I feel like you gotta empower her to...
But she's so God-focused, does she believe that divorce is like a sin?
Maybe.
Because that's not
I didn't even connect that in my head, yeah.
You can do, yeah.
Like, if you're especially if you're like pure Catholic or whatever, yeah. Like,
I mean, my joke response before the cheating thing, because that does suck. And it is, she's been traumatized by that, probably. Yeah. Was tell your sister, hey, your parents are thinking of abandoning you.
Jesus,
like,
man.
If you are in a pot of crazy and the crazy in the pot is threatening to follow you when you get into the frying pan, tell the rest of the crazy, you got to pull down that crazy when I leave.
Yeah, you gotta
start pulling down on that crazy.
Yeah.
Because that crazy is about to leave.
So I will say it is also crazy that it's just your husband, like that kid.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah,
and
especially if you have 5 other siblings or whatever it was.
Are they all sisters?
I don't know. There's at least one sister in there.
Because that's strange.
Do we
right?
Yeah.
Got a boy mom on our hands.
A bit of a boy mom.
But it is like, it's not like she needs therapy. She needs to probably leave her husband who's cheated on her too many times.
I feel like the solution here, that isn't.
None of this is like, I mean, I don't know. I'm very much of the mind of like, family's very important, but you should also live your life.
Yeah.
You know?
And divorce isn't necessarily a bad thing, especially like if you're at the point of divorce, like, and it's been like there's reasoning for it, it'll be a positive for you in the future.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you're not going to be hurt by the person that's hurting you, you know?
Yeah. Which you mean for the mom.
For the mom, yeah.
Yeah. Which is like, you can't convince other people to do something that they don't want to do.
That's true.
That's kind of the long and short of it. It sucks and you can support her, but it isn't your, like, I don't know. I'm a very people pleasery, codependent. I tend towards codependency and stuff like that. And it's hard for me. I have to tell myself, like, no, I deserve to do shit for myself. And do all that. Just because I think it's going to upset somebody else doesn't mean that I should uproot my entire life. You know? But yeah, I would say to her when she says we're just following God, I would say God is telling you to abandon your daughters and sons? Wow.
Why is God only playing favorites right now with
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I would also be like, so you got to get flood insurance, you got to get
that is true. Living in a
global
coastal
warming,
sound,
but she might think global warming is not real. I don't know.
That's true. Floods aren't real. They only happen once in the Bible.
Well, I'm not gay, so I'm not getting flooded, I guess.
Yeah, therefore,
I'm not a Democrat.
Exactly. Yeah. Liberal. Yeah. If I move to Miami, that place never gets hit by hurricanes.
Now, it does also depend on where you're moving. If you are moving to Destin, Florida, they belong there. Your mother-in-law belongs there. You do not.
Yeah. Sorry. Listen, it might be your
Unless
favorite
you're
town.
also a Republican, then you do.
Yeah. In which case,
you gotta bring your mother-in-law along.
Sorry.
That's
listen,
how it works.
It's Oregon Trail time. All right.
No.
Entire family's going down.
Depends on which. I mean, honestly, most beach. Actually, thinking about it, Daytona, St. Augustine.
Again, Orlando, bright blue dot, dumb red sea.
Red sea, yeah.
So,
if you're trying to move to Tampa, then I guess.
A little liberal. Little liberal.
West Palm Beach.
Little more liberal than Miami, I guess, maybe. I don't know.
I actually don't know anymore. Who knows?
Who knows what's liberal and not? Everything besides Orlando was red last 2 years ago.
Galveston. I don't know. The fucking South Carolina one, that's the tourist trap.
Oh yeah, you told me about that one before. Yeah.
I forgot what that one is. But yeah, I don't know. Tybee Island.
I feel like you do have to be a type of person. I don't know
Jekyll
if I would
Island.
like. How do you feel about living on a coastal town just in general?
I would, if I'm retired. If I'm retired, I'd go there.
I feel like if I was still working, I don't think I'd want to be coastal for some reason.
I had a friend that lived in Titusville, and she would just drive 30 minutes. She'd be at the beach, and she did it every day. Like, she had daily walks along the beach, and I was like, that's actually kind of sick.
I feel like I want to live near a beach,
but also Titusville.
Yeah,
Titusville is also a pretty like. When the BLM, the George Floyd protests were happening, she was mixed race, Black American and Danish American, and so she looked Latina because she's also from Brooklyn, so she had big hoop earrings that she would wear. It was part of her culture. But so everyone thought she was Latina, but she was like, no, I'm Black. Like, what the fuck? But she was driving home during one of the nights that the George Floyd protests were going on, and some insane-o white person or white neighbor was outside on the front lawn with a gun pointing it at cars.
Oh my God.
If you remember,
I remember seeing that being pictured a lot too. Yeah,
from the villages, those white motherfuckers with the gun. The fucking front. They're gonna shoot other old white people. Like, what the fuck?
That's crazy. Yeah, they
get off your golf cart. Get off my lawn.
It's my right.
Everyone knows about the George Floyd protests next to the villages.
Yeah, no, they were the woke villages.
The woke villages.
I will say there were protests, but then they had the counter. Like, there was the guy on the go-kart that just yelled "white power." I remember that.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's like they were interrupting the white power protest that happens every month in Florida. Yeah.
Oopsie. Yeah, Yeah. Check the schedule next time.
Check the schedule.
Liberal. Check the schedule, liberal.
Fuck.
Solved it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She needs therapy. I don't know.
She needs therapy. That's our show.
Just don't let her into your house.
True. Yeah.
Push her into the ocean.
Stand outside. Stand outside with a gun, and if she gets close, you know what to do.
Say, oh, you know how them liberals are, you know?
You know how liberals are, yeah.
Can't be to install a turret into your house.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
We're gonna get in so much trouble when that
push old people into the ocean.
We have said push
but
old people
let them
before.
get an apple.
Push old people into the ocean because they can swim out
and molest your strawberries. I guess. Just get their little fingies all over your strawberries.
Dude, so many people on the molesting strawberries one, the crazy wordage we're using. Sorry.
Yeah.
But the strawberry one, people were like, "Yeah, but like you're crazy if you don't wash your fruit." And I'm like,
"Yes,
yeah, sure,
that
yeah, but do I still want people touching my fucking strawberries? I don't know. I don't think so."
I mean, wash your fruit. Yeah,
wash your fruit.
That was the most of everyone was talking about washing your fruit, which I get. We did say that, though.
We did say I did. Yeah. So.
Oh fuck.
Anyway, solved it.
Yeah, we're done.
That's our show, Sarah.
I don't know.
What do you want to friggin' plug?
I don't know.
If you don't want to, unironically, I'll just do mine. It's fine. I'll take all that sweet, sweet fame.
Yeah. Don't look at me.
Sweet, sweet fame, baby.
Don't look at me this week.
I'm
going quiet.
Most things. I'm Joshua Chinland on most things. A guy nicknamed JC on Twitch.
Didn't consent to that, but all right.
Sorry.
Wow.
I'll bleep it out. Yeah, I'll bleep out your ads that are publicly available inside the description as well. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the gosh darn bell, raise 5 stars on Apple and Spotify podcasts. Check out our Patreon, Buy Me Coffee, those websites, APWSTR, our merch site's also down in the description. Check out our mutual aid links as well. Everything's down in the description. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Fucking, next time I'm gonna be like, find me at alan.smithy.
Yeah.
64@gmail.com.
We should have just named ourselves Alan Smithy. That'd be so funny if the AI.
I thought you meant like if we had a child and we named them Alan Smithy.
It'd be funny if we had a child, period. Because like that little fucker's not gonna be good.
No, I mean it would be Comedy Genius.
Comedy Genius, yeah. Comedy Genius pooping out a kid, yeah.
Naming him Alan Smithy.
Yeah. You're never gonna be known, kid.
And we have to say, like, we change our last names to Smithy.
I'm out.
And we never call him Al. Alan.
Alan, full
this
on
is baby
legal.
Alan.
This is baby Alan.
We indoctrinate them the entire time that they're children to be called Alan.
Dude, the rebellious phase. It's Al, Mom.
No, I'm calling you Alan.
I want to be Al.
Alan, get in your room and clean it.